BootyCon, BootyCon, BootyCon.
All right, we're live. G'day, kitty car
BootyCon,
pirates.
BootyCon, BootyCon, BootyCon.
May our tall tales please you. When last we left our heroes, who wants to tell us what happened when last we left our heroes? Not Katie, because Katie wasn't here. Captain, Killian, Yama.
Up to the cap.
What's been happening over the last couple of weeks and sessions, and what's the crew been up to?
We made it into Port Rubia. We met a cool little guy called Charles, who is just like a little, squire for the Navy there. We had a nice meal, very, very nice meal. All the meals were bird related, which was somewhat distressing to Paulie. There was some phoenix, it was tasty. Some duck. Can't remember the other one too, but it was also bird related. But then we had a meeting with the Admiral. She gave us our privateer's license with special recommendations on what we need to do, and kind of we need to spy on them, but Paulie has no plan on spying on them, on the other pirates. Killian got a bit sassy in front of the Admiral, and Paulie had to tell him off. So we have to have a chat about that at some point.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yes. We have to have a chat about it at some point. I've asked Yama to deal with that for now, and then Paulie will have a conversation afterwards. But that's really it. We're on their way to BootyCon, which Paulie is very excited for. He's already written a whole schedule. This is the most amount of paperwork you've ever seen Paulie write. He's literally got every time slot for every panel he plans to go to. Ready to go.
Yeah, and I think from what you know, Paulie, of BootyCon, this was once a big festival that was held to kind of venerate the sailors and sort of the independence of a lot of these tribes. And over the last maybe 50, 100 years or so, it has been squashed. It just hasn't been happening, right? This is almost like the reignition of BootyCon. Sort of someone's brought it back.
I'm excited.
And decided to kind of run with it. Kate, we talked about what you want to do with your shield. Do you want to talk to the crew about what options you were given from the blacksmith in terms of the giant shield you pilfered from the fire giants?
Yeah, so this fire giant shield, which I had originally planned to sell and maybe get myself some sweet stuff, but this blacksmith named Daddy Dan has given us the idea of we can attach it to the ship, and it would be an action for me that basically diverts all the damage that the ship would take to myself personally, which is very Yama-esque.
Is so sick.
Yeah, it's very Yama, but also the ship combat damage has been really big historically, so I think I could probably take 2 hits.
That's awesome though.
Yeah, super cool. And then the other option was I can downsize it to a personal shield for myself, which would require a attunement slot, which I don't really have, but it would also be amazing because I would take no deflection damage, or I would draw all ranged weapons, but then I have some resistance to damage, and then also I would draw all damage within 10 feet, any ranged damage. So if you shot your pistol, Timmy, I would also cop that.
Right.
Yes.
So to downsize it for the personal use of Yama, you would have resistance to ranged weapon attacks. However, all ranged weapon attacks on targets within 10 feet of you would redirect to you. So if Paulie were to shoot someone within 10 feet
I'm a giant
of you,
magnet.
yeah, the shot goes to you instead.
I'll totally forget to do that, and you'll get hit by me so much, and I don't miss.
But often we're spread out though, so honestly, I'm not too worried about that. Especially because I think I wouldn't take your sneak attack damage, at least if I was to cop.
Unless you declared
weapon
I'm
damage.
doing sneak attack on this shot.
But would that still come to me?
And Dan would absolutely make sure
100%.
that I declare sneak attack beforehand before he says, "Oh, by the way, it goes to Yama."
Oh yeah, I would let you roll and think you're doing damage, and I'd let you do your little. Ooh, I'm gonna swap out this D. I rolled a 1 here. Let me roll higher. Da 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 da. And then I'll be like, "Cool, Yama, you good to take all that?" And you'll be like, "Fuck."
And you know, I'm never paying attention too, so I wouldn't be sitting there going, nah. But I don't have the attunement slot to give up, so honestly, my plan is to sell it. The shield nets us like 2,000 GP, so
I mean, honestly, that addition to the ship sounds sick, though.
it's also like that would be my action every time, though. Too.
And 10 damage is 50 damage
Yes.
on the
So
ship.
I could literally take 2 hits.
Well, whatever you want to do, I'm for.
I think my plan is maybe to like see what happens at BootyCon and then go
There we
from
go.
there.
That sounds great. Yeah, hell yeah, let's do it. We may need a lot of money to buy a new ship. That's fair.
Honestly, we might need that 2,000 GP elsewhere.
Yep, agreed.
Haru, last session, obviously, Katie, because you weren't here, there was a lot of the crew went out to go speak with the rear admiral and taking the sights.
You were bumping
and some
uglies.
foods. Karu was spending his time with Aveline in, under the deck, as it were.
Nice.
I believe you asked Killian to bring you back a bunch of oysters and just general seafood.
Yeah, nice aphrodisiacs, all that.
Yeah, that didn't happen. That did not happen.
It's alright, I sourced them myself. I'm a fish
Everything
boy.
they had on that weird island that we were on was bird related. So
It's alright.
I don't think Paulie would want it on the ship after trying to discipline me. Or maybe I went and got extra. Some really exotic stuff.
Yeah. What, Phoenix wasn't exotic enough for you?
No, I'm talking about like messed up exotic. But no, Killian's actually a nice guy. He wouldn't do that.
Okay.
Sarah Cochran.
But there is
wings.
Before we move on to what everyone is looking forward to, of course, you have some opportunity, Kara. If you wanted to hit up, did you want to go? Is there anything in particular you wanted in the heart of the Navy's, capital city? Is there anything in particular that Kara wanted to buy or explore? Or...
I don't know. He's pretty terrible at shopping, to be honest. I think he'd just take Evelyn out, to be honest. He really did just spend time with her.
Yeah, she'll go out with you, but only under cover of darkness.
Yeah. No, he teaches her Pakaru. He's like, no, this is how we get around. Don't worry. We go by the rooftops.
You skip over the immigration checkpoint and all the different kind of checkpoints
they
have. And there's a lot of those fun moments where I assume Karu's kind of just walking along the rooftops, or you duck down into an alley, and there's those moments where guards are patrolling past, and so she'll throw herself at you and start kissing you in an alleyway. It's like, oh, this is nice, but is it also just to avoid the sentries? Who knows?
Kara's okay with
Why
it.
not?
Kara still walks back to the ship and high fives himself, yes.
Yes. Excellent. All right. Well, after a couple of days in dock, you've resupplied. You've kind of got things back up and running. You've been given the location of where you need to go, and we head out. Your ship heads out sort of southeast to what are kind of united or a confederate of different kind of island tribes before they were brought together under the rule of the prince. And one of them in particular, you see the bustling harbour. Your senses are immediately overwhelmed by the sights, sounds, and smells of the vibrant pirate festival unfolding before you. The docks are packed with ships of all shapes and sizes, their masts adorned with colourful flags fluttering in the sea breeze. From the decks of anchored vessels, you catch glimpses of sailors and pirates alike, mingling with locals and revelers, their laughter and shouts of excitement carrying across the water. The town itself is a riot of colour and activity, with makeshift stalls and bustling marketplaces lining the cobblestone streets. The air is thick with the scent of spices and cooked foods, intermingling with the briny tang of the sea. Sound of music fills the air, the lively tunes of fiddles and drums blending with the raucous laughter of the crowd. And everywhere you look, there's games, contests to partake in, gladiator pits ringed with cheering spectators, tests of strength where burly sailors vie for bragging rights, even cup shuffle tables where the nimble-fingered try their luck. There's target shooting for those with steady aim, pin the tail on the merfolk for the daring, and ring toss for the skillful. You even see bumper turtles racing around a makeshift track, while Guess the Mimic challenges your wits. For those seeking a more leisurely diversion, there are carriage rides that resemble small ships, winding their way through the bustling streets amid a parade of colourful floats. And amidst the revelry, a mix of islanders and sailors from all corners of the realm mingle and celebrate. United in their love of adventure and the promise of treasure that hangs in the air, welcome to BootyCon, where the spirit of piracy reigns supreme and the festivities never end.
Ooh.
So you pull up to the island. There are no free spaces at these docks. You see a number of ships have had to anchor off the coast, and a lot of them are, getting on the sort of longboats and making their way to shore that way.
Do we see La Floridita?
Give me a perception check.
Oh, 18. I love reliable talent so much.
You do sort of a quick lap, almost like doing a lap of the car park before trying to find a spot to weigh anchor. La Floridita is conspicuously absent.
What? All right. Are
Can
there
I
any other
make
are there any other ships that we know or we see?
You see it's sort of like a hodgepodge. There's certainly like smaller kind of raft-like vessels that have been pulled up. Some of them even just like pulled straight into the shore, and it's almost like sort of small merchants have kind of just set up on the beach under their ship. A number of vessels that are marked as like trading company vessels. A couple of divine church vessels. Nothing in the way of kind of military ships. The Royal Navy, for whatever reason, either didn't get an invite or has decided not to attend, I suppose.
Fashionably late.
Fashionably late, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think maybe you do recognize a few of them, Paulie. You tell me, I guess. This is definitely the place to be.
Like what would the pirate council be here, or the ones we think may be there?
You certainly see a couple of ships that look of that kind of, they're flying the black, but they've
Gangplank isn't here, is he?
You don't see Gangplank's ship.
Right.
I think perhaps you do see Misfortune's flag.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm just trying to pull up my documents on who I have in the pirate council.
Also, as we're looking around, do we see a section of beach that I could possibly assist with beaching our ship through the use of control water?
So rather than leave your ship kind of anchored off the coast?
If there's nowhere for us to like sort of get in close enough, like we could just like plant it on the coast and then I can control the water and take us back out to sea later.
Do you want to propose that to
the group? Yeah, would you guys like that? Like, we could reverse parallel park this bitch up on this shore. It could be really cool.
I'm all for it.
Sounds cool.
Sure, I think that's a cool idea. So yeah, you find a spot where
I was gonna booby trap the fucking the wheel.
We could still do that. Definitely still do that, and maybe we booby trap like our ladder as well, just in case.
That's good.
So you have to go to like sort of one of the far ends of the beach, where there's a bunch of smaller ships who've kind of or almost like rafts who have kind of pulled up on shore. and you have to go to kind of the end of the parking lot effectively. And so what does that look like as do you have to create like a mini tidal wave to get it up on the shore, like, or do you?
Yeah, I was thinking of
part the
like
beach?
creating a
What-
little wave sort of under us and like carry us up and then have it like subside slowly and like leave us resting on the sand.
Mhm.
Just like slightly tilted over a little bit, not enough that it would be a problem, just a little bit. Like really using that control of magic here. Like
Yeah, I
the
think
veins are popping out of his forehead.
Yeah. But I think as you sort of bring the water up and you crest up onto the shore and then the water recedes. I mean, the ship would definitely be on an angle. It's not like a 90-degree angle, right? It's not on its side. But I think just by the way ships are, it's definitely sort of a 40-degree angle, maybe.
Yeah, I've put it up like by some rocks, so it's like just tilted just enough, but like it's enough that we can like walk over, not have any like issues where we could slip and like just fall off the side of the ship onto some sand.
Yeah.
Um,
For those that need it, you've just kind of a rope ladder you can throw down. Though I think 2 of you can fly, 1 of you is Pakaru, and I mean Yama can just jump down. I'm not sure about getting back up.
He could just fall to the ground. The earth shakes.
And why don't we go around like what is? I mean, I'm wearing my BootyCon festival shirt, but what is it? What is everyone wearing at BootyCon? What are you bringing with you? What are you wearing? What are you wielding?
Paulie's gone full cosplay. Yeah, so like he's got 3. Like obviously it's like what, a 3-day event? Is that right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. 3-day event. He's got costumes ready for each 3 days. All is his favorite pirate himself. He's actually dressing up as himself. He's his own favorite pirate. Why would he dress up as anything else?
Yeah.
But if anyone asks, yeah, it's Captain Paulie cosplay.
Full swords.
Oh yeah,
Swords, pistols, daggers.
fucking everything. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Cool.
Killian's
Karu?
going for
Oh, sorry,
a...
Killian. Yeah.
Oh.
Dylan,
Karu,
you ready?
go first. All right. Well, Killian's going for a little bit more of a modest look than usual. He hasn't got the ornate robe with the no sleeves, sleeveless robe on anymore. He's going to leave that on the ship. But he's got a nice white linen shirt, opened pretty much all the way down to his belly button, showing off as much as possible. Muscles out, tattoos everywhere, looking really, really like he's weathered from the ocean a bit. With a rapier on his side and a dagger on the other side. But his spell tome is sort of like tucked inside the shirt as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like hidden, holstered away, just in case.
Love that. Yama or Karu?
I mean, Karu is barefoot again because he hates shoes. He's wearing his jackets, but he's not wearing like a shirt, so he's just like shirtless under his like hunter's cloak and the sleeveless cloak. And then the first thing he does when they like get there is he goes to the first merch shop, because there's always a merch shop at the exit/entrance that you can access like half of it.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets the I Heart Booty white shirt.
Yeah.
Like the I Heart New York's, but it's I Heart Booty, and immediately gets it. And it's a little bit too tight, and he loves it. It's just like... and he kind of...
Yeah,
and he
laminated on.
Yeah, and he does like the like... Well, he actually like quickly goes to the water and like dives in, comes out, so it's like wet t-shirt, and he's just like...
He's really feeling himself.
He is a bit, yeah. He had a good night.
Couple of days.
Yeah.
I think Yama's his best sexy dad self, and he's wearing like not his full armor, but he's wearing a kimono that's maybe open, like a bit loose on the front.
Oh, please tell me there's some chest hair. Some graying chest hair.
Some chest hair, a lot of scars.
Papa Yama.
But he's got all his swords, and he's still got his cloak of protection on, but no armor.
Has he got those like
really
Japanese
cool
style sandals? Like is this like grandpa
Yes,
style?
so I'm thinking it's like reeds, like woven together, those kinds of sandals. Yeah.
I was really holding out for like the dad New Balance.
The white sneaker look. No, this is a beach festival, so it's sandals.
Hey, them New Balance, they're ready for anything,
Yeah.
okay?
Is it bucket
Does
hat?
Yama? Yeah, I'm like, does Yama have a hat on?
Or
Does
is
he have
has
his
he got
like?
the top knot? What's going on?
Legionnaires?
It's like his kimono's like the blue and red, like his house colors, and I think the bucket rat hat is like navy blue with the red brim like turned up. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
very
adorable.
good.
But long hair.
I think
Karu comes out of the shop, with the shirt, and then he gives Yama a little bag, and inside the bag is a I Heart Booty bum bag.
Yes.
And he's like, "No, this is how you wear it. I mean, if you want to be cool, you wear it like across your body. But if you want to be cooler, you wear it around your waist. Yeah, but wear it around your hips. That's the cool.
So like it's supposed to be worn. I just wear it like that.
It's like like it's your butt, but have it at
Yeah.
the front way so you can access everything. And then you could put like your tea. Maybe you could I don't know, bring your tea bags with you or
Yes.
something.
So Yama's
Killian,
gonna put in a few teacups, like porcelain teacups, in his bum bag, and some herbs.
locked and loaded.
Yeah.
Killian
Ready
will
for
be
tea.
upon seeing the merch shop. Killian will walk in and he's going to look for like a really really over the top tricorn hat that says booty across the front as well. But he's going to like pull it over the horns in a way that like it lines up the horns with the two O's.
yes.
Can't ruin
Rip
the
through.
booty.
Love it.
Yeah,
Love it.
just
Also, Yama's
Locked in.
DTT, down to T.
He's totally down to tea. And I think his kimono's legit like undone and flapping open all the way down to like the bum bag. Like he is loose.
bum bag is keeping that kimono on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I like
So
to think
relaxed.
that Avalon's like joined Yukaru to the merch tent. But is instantly like when she's bought a booty t-shirt, she's just like dagger out and just like cut.
Crop top it.
Or crop top it, and then like the bottom half is like the sarong over the, so the sarong part says booty, just over her butt, and then she's just got like this tiny strip of fabric that is that is not doing much, and a very wide brimmed Carmen Sandiego style hat of just like too much shade.
This is a look. This is a good look.
I really want part of this whole party.
Needs to be
Killian's
fan
gonna,
art
like-
of this episode
This is the
specifically.
beach episode. Every group needs a beach episode.
It's a beach episode.
Killian's looking everyone up and down. He's like, if I do say so, we're quite the attractive bunch. I think we're gonna get noticed here. And I'm
Damn
gonna, like,
straight.
I'm gonna
Is
look
that
at
the
Polly and be
goal,
like,
or are
wait,
we-
oh yeah, I don't think we are meant to be.
Wait, we don't. What?
I don't know what's the plan, guys. Are we like actually here to get noticed? I think if you
Yeah.
want to be a
Yeah.
pirate
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, this is the hip spot to be noticed as pirates. Come on now.
We're a bunch of
Okay.
hotties. Like, let's go.
All right, so the plan is like I'm gonna like confirm with Polly. Like, so the plan is we're not gonna tell the Navy the truth, right?
No.
All right,
We're
what
not
if-
gonna snitch on other pirates. No way.
What if we find some pirates that are just dicks that we just don't like? Can we throw them under the bus? 'Cause
Fucking
if
A,
I-
man. That's just being
All right,
smart here.
sweet.
Okay.
All right, that works.
We'll,
And then,
we'll
Killian
figure out
also-
we'll figure out some rules. We'll figure out some rules about who's a dick and who's not. Whether they actually live by the proper pirate way or they're just there to rape and pillage. Because I'm not about raping and pillaging. I'm about pillaging. You know what I mean? And then asking for consent.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
yes,
very,
yes.
very important. Okay, like you know what I mean. Like you can have fun, but respectfully. All right.
Yeah. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna gather as much intel as possible on everybody, but then on the way back, we'll go through it. We'll figure it out who we don't like, and then I'm gonna throw the rest off the ship and fireball it out of the sky, so it just doesn't exist anymore. Or I could just create a bonfire and we just burn it that way. That's probably safe.
I
We'll
just
figure it out
had a thought of a type of merch that would be really interesting, like Disney World style. Is a book of, it's almost like a log book, but with like different. You can put like different flags in it. So if you get like special flags or like smaller versions of flags, like it's collectible.
Like Pax does with pins.
Yeah.
What?
You can make
It's
Every
it's like-
famous captain has like their own little mini flags to give to people. I like that.
Yeah.
It's like there's like it's like in Japan with the stamp collecting, and it's like all
Yes.
throughout BootyCon there are these stations where you get the little flag stamp and you put it in your book, so it's like a treasure hunt in the thing. That's cute.
And
Yeah,
if
we
you
get
can't-
one of those.
If you can't find the stand, some of those captains will obviously be at planks, and you can go up to them after they've had their conversation at the plank and see if you can get their stamps off them. Then
Yes, I love this. And
Right,
some of the stamps come with little maps with little X.
yeah.
But like there's no building. It's like all latitude, longitude. Oh my god, yes, 100%. Karu buys one for everybody, and he's like,
Go.
I don't care if you don't do it, but you should.
So you will
Killian's
get
goal is to see a completed one and then just draw them in quickly. She's like, yeah,
No cheating.
perfect.
No cheating.
I think the cost of getting into BootyCon in general, you're getting the 3-day pass. Each I assume is going to be sort of 10 gold each, which is nothing for you. Locals get in free. So that's people who are local to these islands. Karu, you have the opportunity if you want to kind of press that and be like, hey, look, I'm a local, let me in. But this is definitely like a way that it looks like the local tribes have worked out, hey, we
Paulie
can
will pay
siphon
for
some of
all
this money that's being pirated into the local community kind of thing. If we
Paulie will pay for everyone.
Ooh.
you get
40 gold then?
do you pay for Avalon?
Wait,
Oh,
Captain.
50 gold.
No, Captain. Give me that 10 gold.
20 gold to Karu.
And Karu turns and was like, I'll get this. And he pays for Avalon and himself, but with Paulie's money.
I hope you did it in front of Avalon too.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's no subtlety whatsoever. She just had to be looking with her eyes.
Hey,
also
man,
like to
can I
think
borrow,
that
can I borrow
she was
20
like
bucks? Yeah, here you
patting
go.
herself down in like clearly what is a bikini and a sarong, going like, oh, let me find my wallet to pay for this ticket. She is clearly not wearing one.
Yeah, and I'm sure she was truly just like, oh my god, my wallet, where is it? And he's like, don't worry, I got this. But it's not his money.
But like Halle Berry in that Bond movie, like she's got a diving knife like tucked into the back of her thing.
Yeah,
It's like
priorities.
You see as you enter, there's sort of like an illusion magic of what appears to be, or Kara, I think you would recognize this figure. It's someone's illusioned up what the first prince of Aurora, the guy who kind of founded everything, brought everything together. You know, you've heard descriptions, probably seen photos of him, mosaics. Someone's made like an illusion version of him. And he's kind of like, as you enter through the entranceway and you start filtering into the streets, there's sort of this booming voice coming from the illusion. Ahoy, me hearties! Welcome to the Prince's Booty Festival, the most auspicious gathering of scoundrels, swashbucklers, and freebooters this side of the Auroran. As ye esteemed host and head of state, it be me honour to welcome each and every one of ye to this hallowed event. Here, amidst the tides of fortune and the winds of destiny, we gather to renew old alliances, forge new bonds, and chart a course toward greater glory and plunder. But before we delve into the festivities and revelry, let us first lay down the rules of engagement, for even among pirates there be a code that governs our actions and binds us together as brethren of the briny deep. First and foremost, let it be known that all disputes among ye shall be settled here at the Pirate King's parley, in a manner befitting the honour and dignity of true buccaneers. Violence and treachery shall not be tolerated on island grounds, for we be pirates, not savages. Secondly, let it be understood that all spoils acquired during this parley shall be shared equitably among brethren, with each captain receiving their fair share of loot and palming it out to any young buccaneers who didn't get a show bag. Any attempts to hoard or pilfer from your fellow pirates shall be met with swift and severe punishment. Lastly, let it be decreed that henceforth we shall uphold the sacred principles of freedom, equality, and camaraderie that have long been the hallmark of our profession. Together we shall sail the seas, plundering and pillaging to our heart's content, but always with an eye toward the greater good of our brethren and the prosperity of our trade. So raise your tankards high, and let's toast to the Prince's Booty Festival, a celebration of adventure on the high seas. May the winds of fortune be at our backs, and the seas of opportunity be ever bountiful as we embark on another grand adventure.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Let's go.
What are we doing first?
So you go through, I guess, like near the entrance and what is the entrance and exit, like stalls of merch, right? There's the the pirate flag, pirate pins.
Is there commemorative booze?
There's definitely like commemorative tankards. Spotted through, you do see food stalls. There's grilled kraken tentacles, Buccaneer's bounty platter, the Pirates Plunder pizza shop, Captain Cutlass's sandwich shop, Treasure Trove tacos, dragon's beards, lemon cakes, honey scones, all kinds of food.
Yeah, yum.
Cider, ale, mead, lemon juice, summer beers, mystery meat on a stick.
Ooh, yeah, Killian will go for one of those.
That's just like one of those, just like 2 copper. You know, like the food's nice and
Flicks
cheap.
over 4.
Yeah. You tuck in. There's you taste it like this. Actually, what is the weirdest? What are some of the flavors that Killian would know about being from?
Anything from like regular, like tieflings have like a normal human diet, but also will eat rocks and sulfur.
Yep.
So pretty weird.
I think this is like quite good, but you realize perhaps like with a bit of a smell or with I mean, you've been around just like almost like tortured souls in Avernus, who've been, tortured by rat. Some of this is rat meat. It's not bad.
Nice. Killian will be like, can I please have 3 more?
yeah.
Like, these are fantastic.
Yeah.
These are amazing. Really brings back the feeling of home.
And they're like, oh, do you want sauce with that?
No. Do you have any of the coals that you've cooked these on as well? Like for a...
Oh yeah, they'll scoop up into a little pan for you, the char grill coals that they from the rotisserie.
Hell yeah. Killian's like, God, I love carcinogens. Just walks away, like pays the guy and walks off, and I'm assuming everyone on the other side is just like, fuck's up with that guy.
Yeah. While you're here, you can hear the sweet sounds of illusion dragons playing off at the band hall, and there's sort of areas where there's tests of strength. You can pay money to play games and win tickets, and there is a prize wheel that I have that we can cash in tickets for prizes. There are also more your general like drinking halls, gambling dens, things like that. So really the world is your mollusk.
Hell yeah. Paulie wants to sign up for the swashbuckling at some point too.
Ooh, me too.
Swashbuckling? That sounds awesome. Also in.
And Killian will watch. I'll cheer you guys on from the sidelines.
I also heard there's like gladiator pit. Definitely down for that. Yeah, let's go play all the games.
Yeah, I want to play. Let's play all the games. All of the games.
All of the games.
For Yama, like I think you'd be good at high striker. That's a strength thing.
What's high striker?
You're strong. I'm not strong yet, but you could actually be good at
Absolutely.
that. Yeah.
Well, let's go play that then. I didn't even read that on the pamphlet.
Paulie's like excitedly explaining all the activities to do. You know what I mean? Like,
Karu's got the folded up pamphlet completely folded out, and he's just like, right, where's the high striker? Looking for the number on the map.
It's like a zoo map, but bigger.
Absolutely. Let's So
The whole time, by the way, Paulie is totally looking for any crew member from the Floridina.
Yeah. Oh, do you want to give me?
Yeah, Killian's looking for a stick-figured rat.
Do you want to give me a perception check as you kind of keep an eye out, Paulie? I'm going to say it's at disadvantage because you're so excited about all the things.
18. Natural 1, but still 18.
Very good. You don't spot anyone straight away, but yeah, you wander over to the kind of tests of strength, the high striker, the swashbuckling. There's two main focuses here. You can pay money, just have a go, and try and win some tickets. Though some of these as well, like the swashbuckling, is you compare against other people, and there's a lot of like side bets going on and things like that. So depending on what you want to get involved with, each activity is just 1 gold though, which is quite a lot of money. But you see the kind of people that this has brought in, that's small booty for them. These are carnival rates though.
Yep.
Killian will like walk over to one of the operators and just be like, "So, like, I've been to a carnival before. Are these games rigged? Can we win?"
Oh, of course. If the wind's at your back and your sails are full, absolutely you can win. The big wins. People have been winning all day. Give me an insight check. Or I'll accept an investigation. Something slightly different.
Well, yeah, I'll switch that out for an investigation. That's a +4, so 15.
Okay. Some of these games, while not rigged to fail, are certainly like rigged to make it harder.
Killian will just be like touch his nose and be like, "Oh, I see. Well, guess we'd better try some games then, but not this one. Good day."
Yeah, you notice that like on one of the games is there's like a crossbow and you got to like shoot targets. You see it like it looks like the arrows or the bolts that you use up for them are like weighted a bit to make it like harder. It's not impossible. People are still making shots, but like it just makes it harder for them to hit that bullseye, right?
Yeah. Killian will make a note of all the ones that are harder so that he can try and beat them later to really stick it in their faces.
Yeah.
He's going for that.
I literally want to go
giant-
down. I want to go down the list. I don't know about you guys. I just want to go down the list and play them all.
Yeah,
Killian's going to look for a game
We're definitely
that
going to
has
do them all.
a giant, like, plushy kraken. That's his goal. That's all he wants. He wants a big plushy kraken that's like almost full size human size,
Yep.
like giant plushy kraken. Or alternatively, one of those inflatable hammers that we used to have at the Melbourne show. Just bonk everything on the head with it.
Yeah.
Weak.
Well, I think the way I'll do it is if you win something, you can get like a small prize, or you can just take tickets, and then we can spin the wheel to see what prize you get when you cash them in. Because I do have a wheel we can spin.
Now, are these tickets? Do they hold a certain value? Are there different tiers to the tickets that we can get?
No, I think mostly to keep my life easier. I
Time
think
zone
it's more
situation.
Just, yeah, you get 5 tickets will get you a normal roll. The 20 tickets will get you like a better prize pool spin.
Can we cash in our tickets for a receipt of tickets that shows how many numbers are worth?
No. This is very much like
Killian's
once you got those
how to-
tickets, like they've got your money.
Yeah. And Killian's out here trying to
Bring
game
it back
the
next.
system
You
because
can
I
bring
can
it back
just
next
like
year. You can bring the tickets back next year.
distort value on a receipt and be like, this is clearly 400 tickets.
No, unfortunately.
Give me the squid.
All right, well, we go down the line then. So there's Gladiator Pit or the Swashbuckling.
Do we want to say the gladiator pit for like last, but then go on to swashbuckling?
Okay, we'll do
Yeah,
Swashbuckling and the test of strength. So each player gets a rapier and studded leather armor. So they take off any like regular armor you have or magic armor.
I already have studded leather armor.
Great. And then so it's going to be a best of 3 to see who can get the most hits. against one of their champions. So who's going first?
Me.
Sorry,
Yeah.
you said it out loud.
I was going to say, it's like Kara and Paulie just like,
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, you go first. Go for it.
so I just use that thing that you just threw in the chat,
Yep.
Dan.
Yeah, that might roll with yours, but or it might roll with the gladiators. I'm not sure.
Or do I just like equip a rapier in my...
Yeah, if you've got one.
I don't, but I can probably add one.
Yeah, let me give you.
Can I use my rapier?
No.
Gillian might actually have a go at this one because he's trained with a rapier.
Yeah, everyone's welcome.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
actually, you do have a
There's
rapier.
one gold to
Right.
enter.
Sorry. I can't type rapier, apparently.
He'll wait
Rapier.
until he's finished eating his rat and coals first, though.
Yeah, you don't want to stab on a full stomach.
So
Apologies, I'm getting there.
what is your armor class, Karu?
I
I think it's like a 17 if you take off that hunter's cloak.
Let me just take that off.
Or 12 plus your
It's 50. It's 15.
Okay, yeah. So this opponent hits you once out of the 3 times if you want to roll your 3 attacks as well.
I do. I just had to equip the damn thing. 18. Ooh, a 7. Oh.
And an 18, you get 2
An 18.
touches. They only get 1 on you, so you win that round. You win a ticket.
Hey.
Nice.
I can like rotate out so someone else can go.
Yep. So that's just 1 gold to participate in that.
Yep. I have 1 ticket.
Yeah.
El Capitan.
Who's jumping?
I got to roll
next?
3 times.
Yep.
17's my AC without my cloak on too.
Yep.
Ooh.
He also hits you twice, and you hit him twice.
Hell yeah.
What the
The draw be. I'll say, Kara, because you won, you got 2 tickets. For a
Okay.
draw, you get 1 each.
I have 1 ticket then. Hell yeah.
Who else is jumping
Cool.
in?
Yama will have a go.
And Paulie, are you like
See.
extra swashbuckly with it? Like what's everyone's
absolutely.
styles as they go in for the swashbuckly?
Paulie's hamming it up. Hamming it the fuck up. He's really going, ha ha ha.
Oh, whoops. I rolled damage.
Yama's like, ah!
I win.
Whoops.
Finesse weapon with full strength just pierces through the guy.
Oh, my bad.
Can't hit you if he's dead.
Oh, sheesh. My AC is only 10 without my armor on, by the way.
Well, I think studded leather will give you
Oh, right.
12 plus your dex modifier.
My dex is -1.
Okay, so you're at 11. This guy hits you 3 times. You hit him twice.
Oh
so you
no!
lose.
Oh no!
So
Oh no!
this guy is I think with the leather armor over the kimono, or like underneath the kimono, it's like a little bit awkward. It's light, but it's flexible. It's a bit weird. And this guy is just too quick. He's just he just sort of ducks in and out maybe faster than you're used to in this. Yeah. No wins for Yama. But working
Killian
up
will
this
step up to the plate now, like grab that last bit of rat meat, and then like place the skewer in a bag for now. He doesn't want to litter here, and then he throws his last bit of coal in, and he walks in just crunching down on this coal.
Yep.
I think is it 12 plus dex, so my AC will be 13.
13, you say?
Yep. 13, 17.
That hits once. Oh wait, yeah, that hits once on this guy, and he hits you. You said it was 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hits you twice. Do you use any magic during this time?
I didn't. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about being like, I don't need the armor, and then just leaving because his armor is his tattoo.
Mhm.
But that would not be fair to the rules of the game.
Sure.
So I could use a Tensor's transformation and just become jacked as shit, but I'm not.
If you want to.
I'm not going to. Nah, I'm not going to waste a 6th level spell.
Just to win a
game.
small swashbuckling tournament.
And Killian's form is like very, very proper. He's like remembering back to learning how to use a rapier in Avernus, so he's like very rigid with it.
Yeah.
And he's just like, doesn't have any flourish, doesn't look cool while he's doing it. I feel like a couple of people in the crowd maybe are just like, nerd.
Yeah. Well, I think Evelyn, when you get hit once, she's like, rip his fucking head off!
God damn. God, he looks back at Evelyn. He's like, I still have your plans, remember?
She just waves at you.
Give her a thumbs up.
Yeah. Don't worry, if you get hurt, you can just teleport out.
That's the plan.
Savage.
Leave you behind again.
Very good.
We like her.
Yeah. So yeah, you've had some tests of strength. You've done some swashbuckling. What's next on the cards?
I mean, I want to see Yama hit a boulder.
And what about test of strength too?
I mean, that too. I just really want to see High Striker. It looks fun. The boulder goes flying.
Yeah, so High Striker is you'd know this if you played any of
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild. Yeah. You know, there's a chrono mage on standby to hold the boulder in place. With arcane magics, you have 3 swings of a great hammer to deal as much damage as you can, and then depending on how much damage you do, it goes flying, and you can just see like a big field, and there's almost like going out into the water. There's an area that's being cleared, and there's kind of like buoys marking
Distance.
Oh yeah, I'll give it a go. What is it? What am I doing? 2d6 bludgeoning plus strength.
So you need to roll 3 hits, which would just be d20 plus strength plus proficiency, just to make sure you're hitting. If you get under a 12, one of your attacks will miss and do half damage.
D20 plus strength plus what would be my proficiency? Oh, so this is a d20 roll plus 7. So 14. Oop. Oh, natty 20 on the second one.
Oh, very good.
Wait, did I only roll? Oops. Right. Oh, so it was a 14 on the last one, but the first is what, a 21? 21, 27, 14.
Yeah, so roll damage for all 3, but it'll be half damage for one of them and double damage for another. So, I don't know how you're gonna work that out.
2d6 plus strength. So that is 9. Whoops, sorry. This would be the double damage, I guess, is the 4, 5, 8, 16. And then 1 is half. So this one's half. 3, so 3.
I'm so confused. You rolled 2d6, 1d6, 1d6. Okay, right.
Yeah, sorry. So it's 6 damage. 9 damage. and then 16 damage, and then 3 damage.
So what's the total? And then you plus 12 for your strength for each of those hits.
Oh, I added it in the beginning.
Oh, you
Sorry.
did? Okay.
So 9 plus 18 plus 3, 30 damage.
You come in just short, probably due to that miss attack of
No!
the target I was looking for, which was 35.
Killian's gonna ask, he's like, do you guys mind if... Are we allowed to augment ourselves before we attempt this?
The
Probably have to be on the down low.
The festival folk is sort of like, it's your swings, you do what you want.
Oh, all right. Killian's gonna like flick a gold over. Like, get ready to see some serious shit. It's gonna like step back, clear a bit of room, and turn into a giant ape.
Perfect.
So it's what, three weapon attacks?
3 weapon attacks
And
plus
then-
strength. I think you probably wouldn't get proficiency because I don't think you're proficient with great whatevers.
Yeah, no, my attack's already +9 as a base, so I don't need the proficiency. 1, 2.
So do you not even use the hammer? Do you just like punch it, or
He's just gonna like punch it.
yeah? All 3 of those hit.
Yeah, and then 1, 2, and 3.
Why don't you describe to me what that looks like, Killian?
Monkey.
He just like, he's like, "Ugh," and then like winds up and just like uppercuts this rock as hard as he can, and just launches it.
Yeah. I think they give you like 5 tickets for that.
Hell yeah! And then he doesn't drop concentration yet. He's just gonna stay in monkey form, but like sit down with, and just wait and see what everyone else does.
Yep. Who holds on to Monkey Man's tickets for him? Because he's got no pockets.
Well, he will. I'll give him back.
Very good. What other fun things are we hitting?
What's the next stall?
Top shuffle.
Go straight into the next
Yeah,
one.
is there a climbing one?
No climbing one. There's probably some kind of like climbing thing. I don't know if there's a.
I'd like to see Giant Monkey do pin the tail on Merfolk.
Me too.
I mean, I feel like he might be somewhat dexterous. Well,
It's not that dexterity.
He's a little. Wow. He's got dexterous hands. He can hold the little pin. Okay.
Yeah. Just very delicately. Yeah, you tell me. This is your BootyCon team. You got to tell me where you're going. What are you doing? What does it look like?
I want to get in the list. I totally want to get in the list. Cup shuffle.
All right.
Yeah.
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 All right. So, you head up to one of the stalls. There's a little like almost like pearl that is underneath, and they're doing a 3-cup shuffle. And you have the opportunity for to kind of guess which one it's under. Obviously, you can make a perception check to kind of work out where it's at. If you kind of hit the DC, I think it'll just be a straight up like you'll have a 50-50 shot. You'll know which one it isn't under. And if you clear it massively, I think we'll say that you just know where it's at.
But that's perception, right?
Yeah, unless you have some other way of figuring.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that.
Or you can obviously just take a guess, because I'm going to roll a 1d3.
Definitely want to check it.
And you can just
26.
26. I'm going to say, so yeah, with a 26, this guy's pretty good. With a 26, you know it's
How much can I bet on this, by the way?
excellent question. We'll say like per gold piece, you bet. If you get it right, you get 2 tickets.
I'm willing to roll again to put on a dumb amount of money.
Sure.
Because I feel like, I've said this after I've rolled this, and that doesn't seem fair.
Sure. So
mhm.
I'll eliminate number 3. So it's under cup 1 or 2.
All right. 100 gold.
Which cup?
100 gold. What do you reckon, guys? Odds or evens?
Evens.
We cool with evens?
Even.
Evens it is, too.
Evens.
It was number 1.
Ah,
God damn it.
All right, let's go again. One more
He's
time.
like,
One more time.
Sorry. He's like, sorry, big fella. Takes that money.
All right. Again. Let's go. 100 gold again.
Mhm.
I'll roll perception. 23.
It's not cup number 1 this time.
Evens again. What do you reckon, guys?
evens. Oh my god.
Oh god. God
Should
damn it.
gamble. Okay. You're gonna have to drag Paulie away from here before he spends all of his money, okay, guys?
Karu with both tentacles.
Go! Let's go again! 5,000
No.
gold this time!
No, there's Captain. We've got so many other things. Let's. Oh, what about targets? You're good at shooting things. Come on.
Paulie lets himself get dragged away, but still screams, saying, "Good for a swing!"
So with the
Sorry, I'm just
targets,
throwing
there are a sort of hand crossbows that have kind of with blunted bolts, or specially made bolts for this, and effectively, if you roll a 1, it's a complete miss. 2 to 5, you can hit the outer ring, get 1 point. 6 to 10 is 5 points for the center ring. 11 to 15 is 10 points, and then if you hit a bullseye, it's 25 points.
This is with the crossbow, you said?
Yep.
Oh, I got a crossbow. Do I have a crossbow? No.
So you get to make 3 ranged weapon attacks, and it's 75 feet away from you, using a crossbow.
Hand? Just a hand one?
Sure. Yeah.
There's
Whatever,
3 different
whatever
kinds.
you've got. Yeah.
I don't have one. Whatever.
Add 1 to your sheet, then that's fine. Don't get to use Shrimpy.
That's what I was hoping for. How much can I bet on this one?
You tell me. We'll say it's 10 gold for this one by normal, and if you want to scale up by 10, by timesing by 10, so 10 gold. If you hit a bullseye, you'll get 25 tickets. So if you want to put 100 gold in, it'll be 250 tickets for a bullseye.
What's the bullseye again?
Yeah.
16 to 20 plus.
Captain, you've totally got that.
Yeah, come on. That seems easy.
Do it.
All right. Yep.
Do it.
Yeah. Let's go.
I will not be the voice of reason.
Three attacks, right?
So 3 attacks, and we'll take your best attack.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's great.
Oh wow.
And how much did you put down?
100 gold.
100 gold. Yeah. Okay. So
I like gambling.
your first 2 shots go completely wide, or just dip down. You're not used to a crossbow. Shrimpy has it's just a lot smoother of a shot. When you take this shot though, when you take the third shot though, you feel yep, I'm locked in now. It's dead on. This should be hitting the bullseye. It angles down slightly, and you get the inner ring. You get 10 points. You get 100 tickets.
What? I thought you said if it was 50, plus 20.
Yeah.
For bullseye.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
This pirates we're versing here.
Son of a bitch. So I get 10 coins for 100 gold. 10 tickets.
100 tickets. It's still good.
It is still good.
Yeah.
Can I like?
Give me an
Can I look at this
investigation check.
fella? Yeah. 24.
Yeah, the arrows are weighted weirdly.
Monkey's
Right.
looking like over Paulie's shoulder with like a inquisitive look at this
Can
guy.
I
just
can
like,
I can I play? Can I can I scream foul? And I'll say I'll use my own fucking weapon and I'll get a bullseye this time. Thank you.
When you
And I'll bet 1,000 gold.
when you do that, they're like, "Oh no! I think this was an old crossbow. We had an old crossbow. It's got some salt damage. It's fine. And they swap it out for some new ones, and you kind of weigh it up, and you've got proper bolts now.
Proper bolts. Well, that's the same wager that they're gonna get. That's the way I get to go again. Essentially, is that what you're saying?
No. You're gonna have to if you want to go again. They're like, "Oh, we'll let you. If you want to go again, we'll give you the right bolts this time."
No, I don't.
Monkey's angry. Sitting there with a really grumpy look on his face because Paulie looks like he's a little bit grumpy, and the monkey's like, "You upset my."
I thought there was an accord. I thought we weren't cheating each other at this.
The guy looks at you. He's got like a gold tooth, and he just gives you a wink.
Okay. Right. Paulie walks away, but he's not happy.
Write down that guy's name, give it to the Navy.
Yeah, well, actually, yeah. Can I ask what his name is?
Sure.
What's his name?
This guy is probably like another one of those shirtless Caribou tieflings. Instead of Damrakir, this is Don Rakir. This is clearly some sort of cousin of Damrakir.
People to snitch on.
Oh,
Paulie literally writes people to snitch on in front of him, and then writes Dom Rakir.
I think when as we walk away, I'll the monkey Killian will like pick up the crossbow and just crush it.
Yeah.
Just bink. Fuck you, crossbow.
And a little kid like walks up in the queue up behind you, looks up and tries to like handle this broken crossbow, but then Don Rakir like swipes it out for the little like kid's version.
It is the tail what is it one? What is it called? Sorry, pin the tail on Merfolk.
Yeah.
Nearby all this.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Karu's like, that one's calling to me for some reason.
Yeah, let's get it.
And him and Avalon like head over there. So what the player, like it says, the player is blindfolded. Is that correct?
Yeah. So they put a blindfold on you. They spin you around, and then do a perception check to get your bearings, and then you roll a d6 to kind of get it. And obviously, the better the perception check, you need a higher number on the d6 to get this perfect.
Sick. So when they go to hand Karu his blindfold, he's like, no. And he like rips at his BootyCon shirt and he rips up the bottom part of it so that it turns into like a midriff shirt. Yeah. So he's like exposing his like lower level of abs, and he's like, and he whips it and he looks at Avalon. He's like, brought my own. And, and actually he's like, would you mind helping me? And Avalon like hopefully picks it and like blindfolds him.
Absolutely. Standing all too close to you, right? Like behind, or even from in front, like, you feel that hot breath on each other, the summer sun.
And the carnival person's just like, oh.
Yeah. Just two immaculate Adonis beautiful people being public displays of affection. Just holding up the queue.
Yeah. All right, I'll take my guesses now. So it's a perception? Was that what it was?
Yeah, give me a perception check, and then we'll see how that goes, and then we'll roll a d6.
Oh,
20.
Natty 20.
So I have to roll.
I don't think you need to roll. I think you just get it. I think you get it perfect, and you get 1 gold. You get 5 tickets.
It's because of my good luck charm. and he like grapples out because he's obviously blindfolded for Avalon. So he's not very cool doing this. Like, oh, it's because I'm a good luck charm. He's like, oh, where are you?
Yeah. And
We slaps the
everyone
guy
else
in the
who's
face.
watching just sees like this smirk on her face as she's like sidestepping
Yeah.
tentacle slice.
It's a technical, just like doing this, like, and then like patting things. Yeah, cool. Sorry, how many tickets did I get for that?
I'll
5.
give you 5 tickets, like sort of max price on that one.
Alright, I've made like a little BootyCon ticket thing in my inventory so that I can just add to it.
Yep.
Because I'm dedicated to this. I'm gonna go again.
Okay.
I mean, why wouldn't I? Another gold. Let's go.
Yes.
19, so you definitely like have your bearings. So you can roll a
Mhm.
d6. If you get a 3 or higher,
Let's get
you
a-
hit it. So we'll say
Yep.
A 3 will get you 1 ticket, a 4, 2, and so on up. So like the closer
Sure.
you get to the thing.
Sure.
Oh god.
Shit. Kara's just like pulls the blindfold. He's like, I'll get luck somewhere else.
You
Come
just
on.
pierced it in the head. This like poor merfolk.
Yeah. And he turns to the person. He's like, yeah, that's a little racist. Walks off.
I like to think it's a sea elf running it too.
Yeah. So you need to take a long, good, hard look at yourself, sir, and just walk away.
Very good. Yeah, so we got more stuff. There's ring toss, there's bumper turtles, there's guess the mimic.
I'll do ring toss.
So there's a set of poles set into the ground, and you have to toss rings onto the pole. There's sort of like in the tent bit itself. So there's like obviously you got to stand behind the barricade
Line.
bit. The rings are set up in a triangle shape with 4 rows. Players make 3 ranged weapon attacks, calling which row they're going for, and you score points based on roll.
Okay, I'll do that. Can I feel the weight of these rings? Do they feel fine?
How would you like? How are you feeling these? Like a perception?
Yep. $18.
The rings are fine, but you notice that on the on some of the poles, like the bottles or whatever that these have to land on, there's sort of like an enchantment that would make them a bit slipperier and harder to hit.
On some of them?
Yeah.
Okay. But I get to call which one I go for, right? That's what it says?
Yeah, so you can see that even in the top row, like 4 out of 5 seem to have this enchantment, but one of them doesn't. So it's like, if you're in the know, it's like easier. Go for that.
All right. I'll do that. I'll go for that one.
Sure. And
I'll go
same
for
thing
that
for
one.
some of the other rows. So I'll just assume that you're ignoring the riggedness.
You want me to do the crossbow attack for the ranged weapon again, or?
What have I got here? I think it's just going to be dexterity, d20 plus your dexterity row to throw the rings.
No, +5. Yeah, it's the same as crossbow. Natural 20.
Oh, did you
Very
call which one
nice.
you were going for? You did say you were going for the top row, didn't you?
That's exactly it. Yeah.
So we'll say you got. So yeah, you throw it, and with a natty 20, like, you go for the one that's not enchanted. Even if it was, it's not going to matter. I'll say with a natty 20. And with that first throw, it kind of lands on it, and you're all good. You've got two more rolls here. I'll let you do.
I'll go for the next row below and the one that's not enchanted in that one.
Yeah, and we'll say again that this one because there's more points you can get.
24.
So you're going for the row below it, are you?
Yep.
Yep.
19. 24 in total.
Yep. And then the third one.
Same thing, just the next row below. Or maybe I'll go back up. Like, can I go for the same one I've already gone for?
Yeah.
Go for the top one again. No bingo though. I feel like 11.
No, that's not going to make it. But the first 2 you do hit. So we'll say it costs you. We'll say that costs you 5 gold, and you walked away with 15 tickets.
Sounds good.
While this has been happening, Yama's been sitting cross-legged by the bumper turtles, and like after 10 minutes is over, a turtle just appears in front of him. And it's your old buddy. I can't remember his name, but now he's in turtle form. I think it was Umami.
Umami, yeah.
Umami, yeah.
Umami. Yeah, so it's totally Umami, and maybe you can tell he's got like maybe the same like little like mohawk or something that he had in warg form, but he's a fucking turtle now.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna go for the turtle one. And I brought my own turtle.
So, yeah, you bring your own turtle. They're a bit like there's probably a moment where
It's
they're like,
just a turtle.
yeah, I think there's a moment where like, oh, you can't bring your own turtle, but then like Umami, knowing the score, like just sneaks in, and you just like go, oh, okay, well I'll just use that one then, and then.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah, awesome. I don't know if I'm gonna do well on this one, but
Can I join in? Can I join in on this too? Is it okay? On the same round as Yama?
Sure, yeah. There's like there's a couple of people.
It's a bit chaotic, isn't it?
Like everyone pays a gold to enter. You know, winner gets we'll say winner gets 10 tickets, and then it's like 10, 5, 2, 1 or something like that. But I guess what are your strategies? It's sort of like a
I'm totally going for Yama's win. I'm just there to support Yama. That's all I'm there for.
Yeah.
And Yama is charging everybody, like no
Like any good
dexterity
race.
involved. We're just like going full on to everybody.
Yeah, like any good race, you need the winner needs a buddy to support him out, and I'm that buddy.
Can I say that? You go.
No, go for it.
I was going to say Karu and Evelyn come and like stand on the sidelines. We've gone and gotten gold coin like ice cream sandwiches, basically. So they're like ice cream sandwiches, but they've got like edible gold foil on them. And we're just there, and Evelyn, I like to imagine it's just screaming, "Fuck him up, Yama!" And and Karu's like, "Yeah, fucking get him!" Like we're being awful, fucking like teenager equivalents. And
it's like that kid that's just like bashing everyone up on the bumper cars, like.
And I've rolled some dice here. I think just because of the advantage that you have from Umami and from Puli, like you definitely win. You win the race. Like everyone keeps getting knocked off their other turtles and having to climb back on board. And so they announce, they check the label on the turtle. It's like, oh, and the winner is Yama and Umami. And Avalon's just like, Umami.
Oh my god.
Mommy.
Karu next to her is like, don't do that in public. Oh my god. What are you doing to me? Stop it.
Ooh, gang.
Oh god, that's so funny.
So yeah, for a gold entrance, you definitely get kind of 5 tickets out of that, Yama.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
Was it 10?
Did I say 10? Okay, you get 10. Paulie, because I think you were kind of helping out. You maybe take a bit of a dive just to like.
I'll dive. That was the point. I was going to be like jumping in the way for anyone charging at Yama. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I think you don't come second, but maybe you come third. So I'll give you 2 tickets. Back of that.
Yeah, cool. Sounds great.
And Yama fist bumps Captain on the way out.
Yeah. Got you. I got you.
And the turtle like disappears from the middle of the turtle pit.
While this is going on, Killian Rilla is looking around for any other feats of strength that he can try out.
There's Dwarven Roulette, which is kind of like a drinking game, and there's the Ring the Bell. So you have to like hit the platform to launch the rock up to hit the bell.
Yep, he's going to that one. He's just going to walk over in like simple monkey brain, just like he's walking along, like dragging his hands along, just like this one's kind of cool.
Yeah,
but obviously can't communicate, so he's making a lot of noise trying to get everyone's attention.
Do you want to give
I'll come with and I'll pay his entry fee because I feel like he can't access his money.
Yeah,
it's currently a part of me.
How much is it? 1 gold?
Yeah, just 1 gold. Give me an athletics check.
Athletics. So
I've already
athletics
spent
is
over 400
strength-based,
gold
yeah?
at this thing.
So
Jesus.
just a strength check. Would I like athletics? Would that
Athletics,
just
I
be a
think, yeah.
straight? I because I don't have.
Oh, you don't have proficiency. Yeah, so it'd just be a straight strength.
Yeah.
I think with a 19 though, like they are not built for this kind of strength. You hit it. There's like a bit of a soft ding, and so for 1 gold, I think you get 2 tickets out of it. But it looks like there's sort of higher levels that you can certainly hit on this one.
Yama's gonna push his sleeves up and give it a
Kill,
go.
yeah, Killrilla has 7 tickets, by the way.
Yeah,
Killrilla.
I'm keeping track of the Killrilla tickets over here.
Alright.
He's like a little bit disappointed in himself, so he'll step back, but he's gearing up to go again.
Fuck yeah! Well,
Really going to
let's
assess
see.
himself.
Yama rolls a 21.
So yeah, you hear a slightly louder ding, and I think you get they end up giving you like 3 tickets.
Nice.
Yeah, upon seeing that, he's definitely going to step back up to the plate
Yeah.
because he only noticed 2 tickets for his one, and he thought that was pretty good, but like
Already-
not
I-
as good
I-
as
I-
it could have been.
I paid the gold for him. to stand up.
Hell yeah! And he goes again. This time he winds it up. He's like,
Let's.
There's a
God
ding.
damn
There's
it.
only two tickets this time. It's not that big resounding one that you were perhaps hoping for.
Yama, go again.
He
Again?
steps away, like
Hit him
defeated
again.
this time.
All right, bring it on. Here we go. Oh shit! A natural 5 for 12.
Just
Let
you
me
see
just
the
take
rock
that
go
gold
up.
out. Pew.
No being.
Wait, how many allies in my I'm totally gonna use my saving face, which makes that a 16. So it's a bit better.
So it goes high enough that you get 2 tickets out of that.
Woohoo!
I want to do Crown and Anchor. Who wants to come gamble
I
with me?
want to do that too. No, I want to do that too.
I'm totally gonna watch and make sure you guys don't spend all your money.
So Crown and Anchor, for everyone playing at home, is purely gambling. There's no tickets here. This is one of the gambling halls that have opened up. There's other sea folk and pirates in there. Put any amount of gold on a grid numbered 1 through 6. Roll 3d6. The number of d6s. So I'll roll the 3d6. So it's like roulette. The number of d6s that match the number guessed is the multiplier of the bet. There'll be the table with the roulette wheel effectively, and you can place your bets down. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna put 50 gold down.
Yep.
And I'm gonna pick number 2.
I'm going to do it like you would roulette. I'm going to do 50 gold on 6, and then 10 gold on each of the other numbers. 100 gold.
All right. As long as you've written this down, because I'm not tracking this for you, so it's going to be
Take 50 gold.
honesty system here. I have rolled, so you've got it locked in. Kara, what have you got?
50 gold on 2.
50 gold on 2. And Paulie, what have you got?
50 gold on 6, and then 10 gold on every other number.
The numbers are 3, 1, and 4.
Sweet.
Where?
So I made 30 gold back. Woo!
Out of the
Oh, does
house.
it double? Does it double the money if you get one of the numbers?
If one of the dice hit your number, you get your bet back. If 2 dice hit your number, you double your money. If 3 dice hit your number, yeah.
This is an absolute scam. I love it.
Me too. Let's go again. I'm going again.
Alright,
Okay. 50 gold on 5. And then the same as the other numbers again. 10 gold at every other number.
I'm just going to go 50 gold on 3.
All right. No more bets. Betting ends.
Mm-hmm.
5, 2, and 5.
Motherfucker.
So I made 100 gold.
Minus the...
No, I made 110 gold. I made 10 gold profit on this one.
That's
God.
solid effort. I did not, but that's okay.
I think it's while you're in this establishment, Paulie, and you're making a little bit of money, you
And gold.
notice a couple of familiar faces, and I think Karu, maybe you do too. You can see sitting over at one of the tables. You recognize Fiera Doerden and Diana.
Yay!
As in Cloppington.
Mhm.
Amazing. By the way, quick side note, apparently the Crown and Anchor is an actual bar in Adelaide, and it's colloquially referred to as the Cranker.
Great name.
Yeah. Couldn't think of a way to introduce that fact I've just been told by Cam, by a character, but I just wanted to get it out there. Because I think that's great. I go to Diana immediately. I'm like, holy shit, it's Diana.
As you come up, and she's like, oh, not again. Like, as in, like, she's just obviously lost some money. And then, like, sees you and Aveline kind of walk over. She's like, oh, hey, Karu. And she's like, oh, who's this?
I think like Karu like pulls her into like haven't seen your friend for an old time hug kind of thing, and he's like, oh my god, it's so good to see you. This is Evelyn, this is Diana Cloppington. Wait, is she still
She's in her like human form, though it seems she's still got like the kind of fur mottling of the horse like on her skin, but it seems to be a choice in terms of she kind of transition between the two.
Yeah, I think Kara is just like, Evelyn, Diana ran with us while we were in the Feywild for a bit, and Diana, Evelyn just ran in a volcano for us just recently. Hi.
I think there's a lot of like, oh hi. There's a bit of like oh hi, hi. We don't really, it's a friend of a friend. Like, oh, nice to. I'm sure you're lovely. Kind of niceness. And then I think they perhaps see Paulie, and Diana's
Paulie,
like, oh hi Paulie, how's it going? But like Fiera's kind of looking at you like, who is this guy?
Paulie runs over. Hey, how are you? Fiera, it's been a while. How you been?
You're good. How's nice to see
How are you?
you.
It's good to see you too. How are your drow warriors?
Most of them are, well, we've got a few left. We kind of lost all the zombies. They fell apart.
Yep. That's what happens with zombies. Yeah, that's fair.
And so you're out of the Feywild.
That's it. Yeah. Look, I mean, hey, I just want some money. Who wants a round of drinks?
That sounds amazing. I'll have a glass of wine.
Glass of wine and Cloppington. What do you feel like?
She's just like, oh, anything fruity.
Fruity it is. Go try wave. Oh, you know what? I'll wave down a barkeep, and should I shoot the gorilla so he turns back into Killian?
I mean, that'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna shoot Killian.
Nah, I turn back out of it. One of the more interesting ways you've turned me back, but it works.
Oh, you have
hey, what do you want, Killian?
You have another
like,
you have a new shape changer on your crew.
Yeah. Sorn stayed in the Feywild. We miss him, but we have this hunky man with us now.
He does like the peck dance.
Oh, very
There's like there's still some like gorilla chest left,
He's extra hairy at the moment. Every time he turns back from a gorilla, he needs to go and wax. He'll ask for. He'll be like, oh, I'll have a. You think they'll have like fire wine here? Something spicy.
Yeah,
I'm certain we can ask.
They've got grog, which is a potent blend of rum, lime juice, sugar, and spices, served over ice in a sturdy tankard. Pirate's Punch, a fruity concoction of rum, pineapple juice, orange juice, grenadine, flash of coconut rum, garnished with a slice of pineapple and cherry. Sea Breeze Cooler, which is sort of vodka, cranberry, grapefruit.
Do they just make sangria?
Mermaid's Kiss, and they got BootyCon Brew.
BootyCon Brew.
2 Pirates Punch, 1 for myself and Cloppington, and then the finest wine you have, preferably something from the Underdark if you've got it available.
I'll chuck in under the crown.
I'm schmoozing the guys, if you haven't realised.
I'll chuck the food menu.
Cool.
Is that in disc or?
Just in the BootyCon document.
In the
Perfect.
Killian will just go, I'll have a grog. Thank you. And then I'll look at Paulie and be like, so who are these people?
They are crew members of our ship, which Ratty has been looking after. How is Ratty, by the way? Is he here?
She looks at you and says, "You mean the greatly feared Captain Paulie?"
Yes, I am greatly feared. You're correct. But how is Ratty?
He's well. They're around here somewhere. I think they were chatting with some other captains.
Were they now? Where are they?
They're at the parlay.
Well, we should probably be heading there as well, or I should be heading there as well. Drinks are on me for the rest of the night. Just let them know. I'll go up to the bar tab, like the bartender, and say, give them like 50 gold, and go. They drink for free tonight.
Yeah.
I will immediately follow off after Paulie.
Okay.
But taking a mental note of the other two crew members in case we need to find them again, because now I know what they look like.
Yeah.
And
I'll
give
look
them
around and Yum is holding like a whole pile of cakes with like just like dripping.
How much would it be to buy the whole bar around too?
I think the 50 gold is going to cover you for that for sure. Because like,
all right,
drinks are like
cover the bar. Yeah, cover the bar, and then also Cloppington and Fiera drink for free.
Yeah. And I think like because you put that deposit down, like if it comes to any more, like they're like, you're good for it. We'll come find you like over the 3 days. Yeah. Sweet.
Nice.
Are they happy with that gesture?
They are happy with that.
Good.
Like that. I think like you see, Cloppington with her like giant bowl of fruity cocktail is just sort of like sipping away through the straw, like.
Perfect. And a bottle of Underdark wine for Fiera.
I think Fiera is sort of like stops you before you go and says like, Sorn was better looking. He also knew his.
He was a good little like drow boy, wasn't he?
Would I hear this being right near Paulie?
You can hear this. She's not like trying to be quiet about it.
Yeah, I'll just look at her and be like...
She looks you up and down and says, "One's too haughty."
I'll just like... I'll bow and be like, oh, nice to meet you. I'm sorry. I forgot your custom.
And
He's being polite.
She looks up at Paulie and goes, "You do train them well."
Only so you could put them in their place.
At that point, when Paulie goes to walk away, I'll kick his heel.
Paulie trips. Paulie goes to the trip for that reason. He's like, yeah, that's fair.
Did Sorn's sister reach out to you? She found you since you've come back?
No, I wanted to find her.
She's still in Verdant, but she might be holding you responsible for her brother's disappearance. Look, it's not. That's between you guys. Don't worry about it.
Right, okay, I will deal with that when we're in Verdant. Thank you very, very much.
She sounds scary.
Yeah, scarily attractive. Might have to bang Sorn's sister.
I can't wait to meet her. We're coming full circle.
You pass by. Are you on your way out, Paulie? You're out looking for.
Yeah.
Is anyone
to be honest, do I ask if this is just a captain's only thing? I'm not trying to be rude to the guys.
Sure. They say. My understanding was
crew allowed?
only, but.
Fuck that! I'm going.
They kind of shrug and they're like, the way the rules work around here, though, like if you're confident enough to have shown up, that's kind of like an invitation.
Perfect. I think, and not to be rude to you guys, if you want to come, you can come, but I think I should do this by myself.
Killian's just going to follow along and like wait outside. He's not going to like go into a captain's meeting of any kind, but he will wait outside in case anything kicks off. And he will try to peer through the door to like see the people that Paulie speaks to, so he can make a note of the old crew mentally for future reference.
Fiera, sort of sipping her wine, says, I'd try near the smuggler's tunnel.
Is it just a captain's thing, or are there other crew members in there too?
We got told to wait out here. So.
Okay. Thank you guys.
We'll wait
Perfect.
outside.
We'll go. Yeah, do you guys want to come with me?
Kara's going to be also sipping the fruity cocktail next to Diana, going.
All right. Well, drinks are on me. If the bar tab goes up, come find me.
Will do.
So
Killian will be like, it's okay, Captain, don't worry. And he'll flick another 50 gold over and be like, it won't go up.
Fuck yeah. Yep, love it.
So you head out, Paulie. You go past the Sea Maidens Fair, which is sort of like 3 ships docked that have like a big, almost like circus tent kind of vibe going on. And they're saying like, come see all the sea wonders from across the seas. And there's sort of, it's sort of like a tent set up on these kind of 3 on the docks itself, and like a tent, what appears to be sort of like hidden festivities behind curtains on 2 of the ships, and you see a big sign saying the Sea Maidens come see the Sea Maidens Fair, the Day of Wonders, here for 3 days only. But your attention is sort of set. You head towards the Smuggler's Tunnel, which you realize is sort of like a tunnel of love kind of thing, like couples in little boats going through like a lagoon, river.
I'm happy I brought Killian.
Killian reaches out and grabs your hand.
Halfway down, sort of like halfway through the Smuggler's Tunnel, it's sort of like heading through some cave systems and stuff like on this island. And there's torches to light the way, and it's all very romantic and kind of, you're hidden away from everyone. Halfway through, though, you do see a small kind of like beach with an underground cave that kind of heads in deeper, and so you can kind of like get off the boat and head in there.
Cool. We'll do that.
So you and Killian, I mean, what's the slow ride like through the tunnel? For my
Sexual
fan art.
tension.
Yeah. Bit of sexual tension, and then Killian will break the tension and be like, I am sorry about the other day, Captain.
It's fine.
overstep.
Don't worry. I did not mean any disrespect. You've been nothing but polite and respectful. But when it comes to Admiralty and people of highborn nature, we must show a collective front.
That's fine. I ended up sending her a missive after we left anyway to warn them of the dragons, because I don't want to see dragons wipe out that city.
And thank you for apologizing. It means the world.
It's all good, Captain. Anyway, shall we? And I'll follow.
Paulie goes in for a kiss, but Killian turns away to go out. He's like, okay. All right. Yep, we're going that way.
As Killian goes to walk, he's like, maybe later. We have business to attend.
Very good. All right, so you kind of head through this sort of underground area, and inside you can kind of start to hear the sound of voices, sort of low murmurings of discussion bouncing off the walls as you get closer. Eventually, you kind of make you make your way in. And pirate document obviously gone. Walkabouts.
Meeting.
You see a scene of a number of what appear to be pirate captains kind of sitting around a table lit by small lanterns. There's a map of Aurora kind of laid out on the table itself, and there are some what appear to be seconds who are kind of like standing towards the back of the room.
Is there a free chair?
There is not a free chair, but you
Can
look around.
you-
You instantly notice though,
Mhm.
there is a figure wearing what appears to be like a plague mask, that kind of bird plague mask, and a pirate hat, and you notice that there's a little rat sitting in the pirate hat. This figure looks a lot taller than you would expect, though, for just Nesbit, where if you remember, Nesbit was a gnome.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
How can I forget Nesbit?
You can see as well that this figure has almost like glowing, or like they're not glowing brightly, but just sort of like almost like a black light glow of wings.
Can I just look at Killian and see if Killian perceives the fact, like, kind of like give like a knowing nod, that like kind of like indicating towards the chairs, and see if he can do anything about a chair appearing for me. I don't know how magic.
Killian will just say, do you want me to create a chair?
Yes, I would like that. I would like that a lot. Thank you.
I'll scan the room. Does there seem to be anything that is of chair size made of rock?
Sure, yeah. I mean, this is a cave, so there's certainly something of that nature. Or
Yeah,
there's
a
probably
small
some
boulder
old
of some
barrels
sort.
in here too, if you need.
I was going to walk over to like a small boulder and just be like, sorry guys, don't mind me. Whips his hands around a bit, turns it into wood, drags it all over, puts it at the table, then takes a step back and goes, Captain.
Oh, thank you, Killian. You're a very good man. Hello, gentlemen. How are we? And ladies?
Yeah, so you see in here, captains, I
Paulie-
guess you would recognize.
Yeah. Paulie plops down, like, with a plum, puts his feet on the table, whole, like, the bombastic style.
You look around the table and you see faces that you recognize. Which means I finally found my sheet. You catch the eye of Captain Sarah Fortune, who you recognize from your time back east. Obviously, the Captain Paulie. You also see Captain Bunbury, Captain Glitz, Captain Overcord, Captain Ellie the Dino Tamer, Captain Zardoz Zord, and Kenistan the Crow.
Can you put those names in the thing, and I'll just... Yeah. Thank you, if you got them written down already. Well, good evening. I'll give like a nod and the cheeky like smile to Misfortune especially. Okay. How are we? Look, I mean, I understand I didn't get an invite immediately, but it looks like someone of my name got an invite. Ratty, how are you, buddy?
He looks at you and you hear a voice kind of emanates out that's more in your mind than anything else. So there's not like that regular tone of...
Like, that's my car. That's my car. One sec. My car's making a thing.
I'll tell everyone. What's everyone else doing while this?
Where are my keys?
Haru and Yama.
Huh?
Yama wants to go do the guess the mimic, so I think he's over there, whether by himself or whatever. He just kind of wanders, and maybe he's got like one scone left or something from the big pile that he ordered previously, and his hands are still a bit maple syrupy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you see like this, this funnel cakes. It's just dough in there's deep fried dough, all kinds of sugary mess.
He's in heaven.
Yeah. So guess the mimic is you get 1 gold to take a guess. Box is opened with 2 identical items inside, and you have to guess. You have to bonk the mimic with a small hammer to receive a ticket. Tickets rewarded are half the number of items rounded down. So it starts at 2 items, you get 1 ticket, but you can increase how many items are in there to kind of get a bigger risk. But it's less chance. So I will roll a D number to sort of determine which item is the mimic, and you can tell me how you're determining which.
Alright, well, I'll just pay the 1 gold, and Yama's gonna walk up to these mimics, and I want to use my intimidation to, like, make the mimic flinch, almost as, like, my plan, so he's, like, putting on, like, a growl maybe or something like that, just to, like, freak it out.
Yeah, sure.
Is that possible?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, let me give it a roll. It's a dirty 20.
Absolutely, yeah. So you can see it kind of shivers a little bit. It gets that kind of, goosebumps, sort of cold shiver down its spine, so you know exactly which.
Hells yeah, and he bonks it on the head. I'm imagining with, like, this little boop
Yeah, it's a little hammer. It's like
hammer that squeaks.
a little squeaky hammer, and then the little chest that was there. That, like, the 2 chests. The one you bonked opens up and it coughs out a ticket, and then, like, the guy takes the mimic and the chest away, and then, like,
That's
replaces
awesome.
it with a tray of, we'll say, like, 3 compasses if you're wanting to, like, have another go.
Well, I'll have another go.
That's another
Let's
gold.
do it again. Yeah, cool. Going in with the same method. Let's do it. Ooh, not as good. 13.
Yeah, I'll say that because maybe it's because there's other items there. This mimic is a little less scared. You're not sure.
All right, I'm gonna go with the one on the left.
Give me a 1, 2, or a 3.
Oh, 1.
Fortunately, it does not move when you bonk it, and it was number 3.
No!
That was the mimic.
Damn. Oh well. That was pretty fun, but Yama's gonna maybe wander back to the bar.
Intimidating the mimic to move was such a good call. I love that. Hearts in
Too
chat.
bad it only worked once.
Karu lost 100 gold just guessing numbers. he thinks you're God. It's like, if he was there, he's still
if you
drinking
were there.
Diana.
He's still enamored. How
He
many tickets
just-
did I get, Dan? I forgot, sorry.
So you got 2 tickets for that first one.
2. Nice. Thank you, Shen.
Okay, sorry, I'm back.
Sorry, everything all right?
Yeah, no, my alarm went off. I think it's a weird area.
That's fine.
Yeah, someone, because I get a thing on my phone as well. So yeah, something triggered my alarm.
Yeah.
There are people who come and check doors of cars around here.
That's all good.
So anyway, all good.
I've put the different captains and their ship names in the in Discord.
Great.
So Yama is off playing Guess the Mimic. Karu is drinking very fruity drinks with Aveline, Sierra, and Diana.
Yep.
And
I'm having a
Killian-
great time.
Yeah. Do you just spend your time in the bar, or is there, like, I'm imagining there's a one of those, like, rodeo bull style things in one of the bars that you can, that you can kind
We
of balance on.
all try. I don't know about. Sorry, who's the haughty one? Who's the?
Fiera Doerden. She's a
Have
drow.
I met Fiera before?
She was definitely on the ship.
Mm.
So I'm not sure. You probably didn't meet her that often. She was picked up in the Underdark when these guys kind of first found their the.
I mean, I'm still going to be friendly to her. Like Karu's still going to be a little bit of a party boy, and I think he gets everyone with their consent, because consent is sexy. To do the riding bull thing in the bar. Mm-hmm. He goes first.
Yeah.
The shirt is gone. The shirt is tied around his head like a headband by the end of the night.
Is there any animosity between, like, Karu is a sea elf? How do the sea elves see the drow? Like, traditionally, like, the drow are kind of seen as, like, evil offshoots of the elves. Betrayed the gods and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I like to think that sea elves don't particularly see. Maybe they're a little bit more forgiving. I don't know. I never got the. I feel like Karu's, like, totally fine. I don't think he was taught to despise the drow. I think he was just like, oh, they're just different. They live in the Underdark. We live underwater. Like, whatever. anybody that's hot, he's
Yeah.
fine. He's good.
So it's more like, it's just the wood elves and the Eladrin who are all like, oh, those bloody drow moving in next door.
Yeah, no, I don't think the sea elves are like that. But I also think the sea elves are pretty far removed from any other kind of elf. So if anything, I think he just loves seeing.
Yeah.
Like maybe at some point he just kind of is like holding his arm up to her arm just to like look at how their like different complexions clash, and he's just like, man, that's so sick. Like, I actually think maybe he catches her off guard with how he's just kind of like, you're really cool. Where are you from? Why don't I know you? Like, he's also very drunk.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she's like, oh, I'm from Menzo Baranzan in the Underdark. And it's like, that's a place I've never heard of.
That sounds sick. I'm from underwater.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
So the Underdark is kind of like under that, but rock.
No. How do you live in rock?
Well, like the caves.
Oh, I totally knew what you meant when you said that. Totally, yeah.
So underwater, do you also have a matriarchal system of government that is ruling houses who backstab each other constantly in the name of a spider god?
No, don't. No, I don't. Look, to be honest, my memory's a bit short. But from memory, I don't remember spider gods. I don't remember houses backstabbing each other. We kind of are a bit more military based. We have like a church.
Oh yeah, church. I get that.
Some rulers. Very much like military. Like he's like, that's kind of all I really. Matriarch backstabbing. I mean, that sounds like stressful, but also kind of intriguing.
Yeah, I mean, it was very good while it lasted. I was frozen in stone for 300 years, so I'm not sure what it's like these days. But when Paulie, Sorn, and there was a big bear man kind of freed me from that. Times kind of changed. It felt like maybe a change in career, go on a holiday for a little bit, get out of the Underdark for a while.
Yeah, I relate hard. That's why I'm not underwater in the military anymore. I think. I'm not sure. I feel like that's what it is.
For the first year or so, though, it has been incredibly difficult having men actually look you in the eye and not bow and scrape everywhere you go. Because in Menzo Baranzan, like, men are even male drow definitely below women.
Hey, if you need to feel like home again, I'm happy to fulfill that role for you. Like, just I'll do it now. And he's just like starts to get up, and he's like,
have back on the ship a cat of nine tails, but each whip is actually a live snake, and that's how we would usually enforce discipline. So if that's your jam,
yes, no hesitation. He's like, yes,
yeah, excellent,
great. Fucking horny characters forever.
I like to think that Evelyn's kind of on your standing next to you, loving this conversation as well. Fiera's just kind of staring you down, getting you to hoping that you'll crack, and Diana's just like, I love having friends.
Fruit, drink.
And
is great.
She goes
I
on the
love
mechanical bull thing, but in her centaur form, so that she's
yes. Karu is the loudest supporter of this.
Yeah. She's like, I'll have a lower center of mass. It'll just be a lot easier.
He's like, no one's gonna do this better. This is the best. This is the best you're gonna get all night. She wins. What does she win? And he just demands that she win something for it.
Yeah. She gets a little bit embarrassed when she realizes it looks like a horse mounting a bull.
Oh yeah.
Kind of thing.
That's what Karu uses as a selling point.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, love that. So debauchery all round is what I'm hearing.
Of course. I mean, Paulie can't do it. He's in a captain's meeting. I've got to do it single-handedly. I have to do it.
Yeah.
Paulie, in the meeting, just gets a big smile on his face, knowing that Karu is doing right by him.
Very good. So Paulie and Killian, you're in the meeting. Paulie, Captain Fortune, and the last thing you said before we had to run out was someone here's got my namesake or something along those lines.
Yep. And then Ratty, how you doing? And then I think you said there was like a voice that was going into my head.
Yeah, voice going into your head that says, the pretender has arrived.
Pretender, eh? Right. Well, that's a great way to, like to play yourself as the real Captain Paulie. But if the real Captain Paulie, everyone knows is a parrot, not a guy wearing a bloody mask.
The other Captain Paulie kind of stands up and extends his sort of dark light kind of wings and says, I am Captain Paulie of La Floridita. What ship did you sail in on?
Well, I originally got the flag of La Floridita off Kingston Range and Rolls. The zombies that you had as crew first originally, and most of the crew that you already had previously, were all mine. If you want to play that game, and Paulie puffs his chest out and brings his wings out, and I'm going
Killian also pops his wings out behind as well.
I'm going to panache this guy as well, just cause I can.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Just panache him.
So panache is really just to get his attention on you. I think you have that anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, still I want to panache him anyway and go, we can settle this quite easily. I mean, I think a duel at sunset sounds pretty damn fair. What do you guys reckon? Looks to the rest of the table.
The one of the captains who you recognize from his wanted post, Captain Zardoz Zord.
Big cat guy.
Yeah, big hat guy.
Oh
yeah.
God, what is he wearing?
That's what's his name as well. That exact outfit is from fucking sci-fi. Who played? Sean Connery. Yep, love it.
Yep, absolutely. So he's there, glass of wine, boots up on the table. He's wearing boots, a harness, and a hat, and a loincloth, I guess.
I like that guy.
And
Killian just says audibly.
he's just like, gentlemen, please. We're under the parlay. There is no violence to be had here. Mr. Parrot, was it?
Mr. Paulie, Captain Paulie, thank you very much.
You were not invited, but here anyway. And I like the cut of your jib. I've been hearing stories, though. Perhaps they've been stories about one of you. And Paulie, give me an insight check. Killian, you can give me one too if you want, but yours will be at disadvantage.
17.
Oh, 7.
7, yeah. So Killian, you don't notice anything, but Paulie, you recognize there's like a level of recognition. Like, this guy knows who you are, and this guy, like you feel like you've met him before.
Well, Captain Sword, we've met, haven't we? And I mean, look, I don't meet many people who have such a amazing fashion sense as you do. So, you kind of really stick out to me while Paulie stares directly at his junk.
Yeah. He says, "Oh no, I'm sure I would have remembered had we met. Maybe in another sea, maybe in another lifetime. I did have some interest in a casino boat at one point."
Yep. For you.
You, for the life of you, you would remember this man. You would remember this getup. Yep. You do not recognize him at all.
Right, yeah. But I've heard the name.
You've heard the name. You've seen wanted posters.
Yep. Rightio, okay. But the fact remains that someone is pretending to be me and has taken my spot. You can say that I was uninvited, but Captain Paulie is here now. And the seat for the invite was for me. And there's a way we can go around this. We can put it into the Gladiators arena, but I do not believe we can have an imposter among our ranks.
Well,
I mean, we can let Ratty decide. Ratty, come on.
You hear a voice. The kind of voice booms out in everyone's mind. I think a captain is made by their crew, and my crew has voted. The crew of La Floridita has voted me captain. So, young parrot, if you wish to apply to be a member of my crew, you can have a vote. You can try and sway those votes, but I take good care of my crew, and they will always vote for me.
Say that, but realistically, this is still my ship. I earned it fair and square, and you stole it from me
And
when I was not.
everyone looks around and goes, "He stole it. Maybe he is the better."
While I was otherwise disdained. And the way I see it, mate, we've got to fight this out. I mean, I don't know any pirate who wouldn't fight for his name and honor. Look, mate, you can even be dishonor. It's fine. But the way I see it, all I see you are as a chicken, all right, in a parrot's clothing. All right, mate? You got to sort your shit out. You're a flightless bird. That's what I think you are.
I think there's sort of like a bit of muttering and a bit of a like, gentlemen, tell you what. And I think Sarah sort of says, look, Paulie, I've worked alongside both you and Paulie before. You're a good captain. But if you two can't sort this out, then we'll be having none of this chaos in our pirate council, in our secret pirate council of chaos.
It'll be done. It'll be done within
by the end
30
of the
to 40
festival.
seconds. I can promise you it will be done in 30 to 40 seconds. It won't be a problem.
I can dispose of the imposter for you, Captain.
No, Killian, it's fine. Thank you for adding into that. But no, I want to murder this guy myself.
Resolve this before the end of BootyCon, without breaking the tenets of BootyCon. And we'll see which one of you comes back to this seat.
Fine.
Also, while this is all happening, I want to cast Detect Thoughts. I'm not probing deeper. I'm just, I want to cast Detect Thoughts to see when this guy keeps mentioning La Floridita, if he thinks of where it is.
Ooh, interesting. Whose mind are you looking into?
The guy that keeps the voice.
Okay. You close in on the voice. You sort of like hone in to this figure. As you hone in, you realize that there are 3 minds here. There is the rat, there is the head, and there is the body.
I love it. Yes. Oh my god, yes.
Which one of these do you try and probe the thoughts of?
I need to pick one. God damn. I'm just gonna say
you're like zooming in, right? And then you're hearing like 3 separate like bits of thoughts.
Yeah, there's
and you're
like chatter
now
going
I need
on.
to like zoom in.
I'll zone in
It
on
hurts.
whichever one. Yeah, whichever one seems to be the one with like the most concise thought. Because like the rat, realistically, thoughts are going to be kind of whatever. The legs are probably going to be like, God, this guy's fucking heavy. I'm going to try and zone in for the one with the concise thoughts that's actually like trying to string the sentence together towards us.
Okay, yeah, you
as
think
best I can.
that like the intelligence that's making the voice is the rat. Like the rat is doing the talk. It has some kind of magic to project its voice mentally, like a warlock.
Interesting. All right, I'll zone in on the rat.
The rat. So surface level thoughts. Does it need? Can it resist at all, or is it just you get them anyway?
That surface level I get, if I probe deep to her, then they can resist.
So I think surface level thoughts. You're getting a like, this will be easy. My crew loves me. This wasn't even a real mutiny. I got them out of trouble. We were left abandoned. He abandoned us. now he comes sauntering back, wanting his ship back. Well, he's gonna have to pay if he's gonna want a seat back at the table. We banded together. We put in the hard yards. We kept the crew alive. They know that. They know we've got their best interest. The crew will only work for me. He'll have to wade through a river of blood if he wants to take that ship.
It will.
Yeah.
We just cut to Paulie's mind going, I will wade through a river of blood to get my ship back.
I know you can read my thoughts, boy.
Okay. Well. I'll stop grabbing those thoughts and I'll lean over to Paulie and just say in his ear quietly, "It's not one person. There are 3 minds."
Paulie just nods and goes,
And then
meow, 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 meow.
I'll stand back up. I'm gonna walk over to the plague mask, and I'm just gonna quickly. I'm gonna address the room. First, I'll address Paulie. I'll be like, "Captain, do you mind?"
Not at all.
And then I'll if I might, if you don't mind, this may seem a little bit left of field. It's not a very straightforward method, but I just want to see something. As long as you guys are okay with it, I'm not going to hurt this gentleman.
So you look up. Well, I guess the plague mask kind of looks up at you and turns its head slightly, like a bird would, I suppose. And we'll say, we'll actually kind of look past you to Paulie and be like, as long as this first mate of yours is keeping his hands to himself, Paulie, I know your fingers like to wander a little bit, but I do not consent.
Well, the question here is whether you are who you say you are. So I'm addressing the other captains in the room to see if they would permit me to try attempt something, not you.
Give me a persuasion check.
Can I assist him in some way?
Yeah, you tell me how you're assisting.
Look, I mean, you got 2 choices now, captains. Either I fight him at dawn, and there is bloodshed spilt on the parlay, or you let my first my first mate do what he needs to get done.
So give me a persuasion check with advantage. 30-20.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I think everyone in the room is tense, somewhat tense, but I think Sarah, Misfortune, is look, as long as everyone's upholding the tenets of BootyCon, that is the most important thing. We have to revere the booty.
Respect the booty.
The
Okay.
BootyCon.
I will not. There will not be any violence here. I just want to test something out. And this is essentially going to be an attack roll, but it's not an attack. It's a polymorph spell.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast polymorph. I'm going to try and touch. Or
The legs.
I'm going to go for the legs and polymorph the legs into a rat.
Yeah.
I will say, whilst it's not violence, polymorphing someone against their will would be assault of some kind. Right?
I'll lay it out to the room. I'll say, I believe that this is not a person, but 3 people in costume, 3 midgets in a trench coat. So let me.
3 gnomes in a trench coat. Let's be PC about this.
There we go. Okay, 3 gnomes. 3 Snurf Bleflin in a trench coat. If you would permit me to test my theory, if I am wrong, I will happily pay forward 100 gold pieces as apology. But if I am right, this is not a Captain Paulie.
The Captain Glitz of the Duskbringer kind of leans forward to the Captain Overcord and says, he figured it out quick. And all the other captains are kind of like nodding. Looks like they knew. And Captain Paulie stands up and opens up his like pirate coat, and you can see it's Reynard under there.
That son of a bitch!
With Nesbit kind of like on his shoulders acting as the head. With obviously like Ratty above. But they like he stands there in front of you, like looking at you defiantly. And no one in the room seems surprised.
Yeah, well, there you go. There you have it. I didn't even have to break any of the rules.
You fucking traitors! Paulie's pissed.
I'm like, Captain, it's okay. Calm down, don't worry. We remember where we are. Just wait.
No. I've saved these pricks' lives dozens of times, and they have the gall to say that I was not fucking Captain Paulie. Me? Captain Paulie!
But then I'll turn around like in a full lawyer. I rest my case. This is not Captain Paulie of La Floridita. This is part of the crew. This is Captain Paulie. La Floridita is rightfully his ship. And that is rightfully his seat.
Sarah
to ask
Fortune
these
kind of
imposters to leave.
bangs a, she's got a tankard to use as a bit of a gavel. And she says, the tiefling makes a good point. This is not the original Captain Paulie. Though it is also the captain, the La Floridita has been the one that's been undergoing a bunch of piracy recently, whilst, what have you been doing, Paulie?
Oh, I don't know, just saving the fucking Feywild, but that's okay. Yeah, no problem. I mean, we just gave
Don't forget the volcano.
We just gave Dreamback Castle and then, destroyed the fucking fire giant pirates, whatever.
All very admirable, but Ratty here has been making a big name for you in your absence. Big name for him.
And now I'm back to take the name back.
I think it's only fair if this is between two captains. You can sort it out.
So let me murder the three of them, and then we can get on with our date.
No, Paulie, Captain. The voice, the one that was delegating everything, was the rat. So
Ratty.
It's only fair that you attack the rat.
Ratty? No. I mean, I expected this from Nesby.
I will.
I expected this from Reynard, but you, Ratty?
I'll cast in code thoughts, and I'll pull their surface thoughts out of my head that I heard, and I'll put them in Paulie's head so that he can hear exactly what was said about him.
Paulie cries. Like one manly tear. Just goes like, Ratty. I mean, I've kept this photo of you, and it's this really shittily drawn picture of Ratty and Paulie, flying together. But Ratty has wings, and like best friends forever. It's all in crayon. It's really badly drawn,
I will also, I'll add into it. I'll be like, and Captain, didn't you say that after you returned from the Feywild, they abandoned you? They took off with your ship and left you to find your way back.
We were supposed to meet up, and Ratty said that he would look after it and then give it back to me when it was done. There was no mention of a vote against me. I was not privy to this vote.
You hear the voice say, "We spent months without you while you were in the Feywild.
I left you with I think it was 4,000 or 5,000 gold.
Yeah,
there was also a year's worth
and when the food
of
started
rations.
running out, we had to go off and spend that money. And
Actually,
then we realized
I can
how
tell
much
you
money
exactly
was in
how
there,
much.
and how much you were paying us compared to how much booty we had helped you acquire over the years. And we decided to have a union, have a vote, and everyone gets an equal share now on our ship.
Why would the equal share? That's okay. I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
You weren't around to have that discussion with, so I had to step up and take action.
All right, fine. I won't murder you for that, Ratty. Only because it's you. If I find out that Reynard was even slightly in charge, he's getting murdered immediately.
And I look
Reynard-
back at Reynard. I'm like, oh, you're getting so murdered.
Reynard is good at navigation and walking around with Nesbit on his shoulders. We know this.
This is why I put you in
Paulie,
charge, Ratty, because I knew you. I know.
I kept our family together. You went out for a carton of cigarettes and never came back from the Feywild.
Well, guess what? I'm back with my carton of cigarettes. It just took longer than I thought it would.
Tell you what, Captain. Why don't we get our crews together?
You have it there. He called him captain.
Yeah, he has a ship. I would still give him the courtesy of that. If he does not have a ship, I would be very disappointed. Tell you what, Captain. We will get our crews together, and we will do a vote
What, in 3 days?
by the end of Booty.
Deal.
All right, we shall meet. Like Killian's like
At sunset.
being
At
the
sunset
planner.
on the last day.
Yeah, at the closing ceremony of BootyCon.
No, we had to finish this before BootyCon ended, so we have to do it on the morning of the dawn of the last day.
Ratty's like, oh, I'm gonna be too hungover for dawn. I think we're gonna have to make it light.
Ratty, this is how it has to be. We will meet out in the bay, pull our ships alongside, come out on a raft, have our vote. Work it out in the seas as we should. And whatever happens, happens.
Well, we've got 2.5 days to pitch. You can pitch your slogan to the crew. If you can, run into and meet them. And we'll have the vote on the final day. I don't know who this guy is. He's part of your crew, but he, on our crews, everyone gets an equal vote, so he gets a vote too.
Fine. I'm okay with this.
Excellent. Now it is 9:15, so we're kind of wrapping up here. What I wanted to do though is just kind of lock in what especially now that you've met the crews, lock in what your downtime activities will be. Especially because Katie, I think you're going away for a couple of weeks. So
I'll be good for next week, but then I'll be out for the 2 Mondays after. But I'm still good for next week.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll let you guys decide then. Do you want to lock in the downtime stuff now and we roll first week, or do you want to leave that and then we'll do the downtime?
Lock in the downtime now, I guess. Why not?
Everyone's alright with that? I know it's
Paulie's downtime is just going to be doing what I said. I will, basically getting the crew on hand.
Yep. So I want to, so I thought this would be fun. Crew votes, essentially. You glad handing, trying to get votes.
Bribing.
The way this works, and I'll explain again, so you can have a certain amount of things you want to focus on. First one is a DC 5, 10, 15, 20, etc. For every 4 or 5 above that DC that you hit, there may be additional bonuses. So, Paulie, if you hit a DC 5, you'll accrue some votes, but you're going to need to get like 10, 15, 20 perhaps to lock in more votes, right?
Easy. Yep. Easy.
So you want crew votes? Do you want to focus on anything else? This is also like over the next period of multiple days or multiple weeks. Like it doesn't have to just be while at Booty.
No, probably. I actually would literally just work on getting the crew on side.
Okay, so even after because this is like stuff that also takes place after BootyCon. Like you're just maintaining crew.
Yep.
Okay. What would that be for you? Do you think?
Whilst at BootyCon, I just put a really, really great drawing into the group chat. I'm going to graffiti half of the streets with "Vote for Paulie." That's a plan. That'll be my first one.
So is this some sort of artistry check, or is this persuasion, performance?
Persuasion. It can be performance. Performance works.
Up to you.
Performance. Well, 17. The reliable talent.
Very good. Now you can take 1 level of stress if you would like to try to re-roll that.
Don't I need like just a DC 5 for the first one?
Yeah, I mean, you've got votes. You definitely lock in 3 votes.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. I see your point.
And you've got your crew from the percentage. So Yama, Karu, Killian are probably voting for you as well.
Probably.
How many crew members are in the Florida now?
I'm trying to think. So you got Reynard, Nesbitt,
Vieira, Cloppington.
Vieira, Cloppington. The zombies probably don't get a vote.
They're
Or
my
vote as
most,
a
so.
block.
But yeah, like, really, I need to get Vieira on side to get the Drow on side.
Right, yeah, she'll hold that voting block for sure.
Yep, done.
So there's at least like 5 votes you'll definitely need.
I'll leave that. I'll go with the 3, and then I'll do another one where I'll literally just persuade Vieira for the second one, for the next one.
Cool. Who wants to go next? Who knows what they want to do next?
I'll go around and spend my downtime walking around, tracking down the crew of La Floridita and bribing them. Flat out, just bribing them.
Okay, so you're not doing any of the like this. This is long-term downtime too. So this is not just
okay.
BootyCon. Like,
my downtime. No.
Yeah.
I want to spend my long term. I want to learn more about transmutation so that I can eventually grab better magic adept.
All right. So, station. So how are you doing this? Do you want to give me some sort of Arcana check?
Mm-hmm. That roll. Yep.
I see that. 17.
17.
Yeah. So over the next couple of weeks, I'm just putting down all these results as well. Over the next couple of weeks, you're working on your transmutation. Perhaps even while at BootyCon, like changing things like the rock and stuff like that. Like you're focusing on that practice. What else are you focused
on? Maybe.
And this is medium term as well. Like after BootyCon.
Yeah. Learning spells. Expanding my knowledge of the spells that I have at my disposal if I were to learn them.
What I'll say is, if you want to do an Arcana check again, if you hit the DC 10, I'll let you learn a new level 1 spell. For every 5 above 10, it can be a level 2 spell or a level 1 spell. So you'll be able to add a new spell to your spell.
Maybe I won't go spells. Maybe I'll go with something. I'll branch out a little bit. I'll spend medium term. I'll spend time actually looking into the Starforge and reaching out to Mordenkainen to see if he knows anything about it. And while I'm doing that, also give him an update on the mission that he has given Killian.
Absolutely.
Because I haven't spoken to Mordenkainen in a while.
Now, is this something like you tell me? Is this investigation? Is this history? Like you trying to find out?
I would say investigating, pouring over as many records as possible, or Arcana, reaching out to with what do you call it? What's that spell called? Divination. Using divination to see if I can divine any information that's sort of been lost to time as well.
Sure. All right. Yeah. Give me an investigation check. C10. Right.
Yeah.
Yes, you will during BootyCon. There's plenty of bookstores and salty sailors to chat to. You're able to get some word out to to Mordenkainen. Perhaps he'll News Coos deliver you some books to read, and so over the coming weeks, you'll sort of dive your head in, and you'll start getting more information about where the Starforge is located on the high seas. So that's 2. Did you want to try a third?
That'd be a DC 15, wouldn't it? No, I'll leave it at 2. Because I feel like the Starforge is going to take up quite a bit of my time, and the transmutation stuff will probably... Trying to study what is essentially a new feat, I feel will take up a lot of my other time, and then I still have to have time to do other things.
Absolutely.
Like bribing people.
100%. I mean, if you want, you can include in there trying to get some votes. Help Paulie get some votes.
Ooh. Wow. Could I say that my... Oh, no, that was an Arcana check. What could I use for votes?
I can come back to you. We'll go to Karu or Yama.
No, it's
You might go
okay.
now.
It's okay. I won't try because I don't have any other roles that are worth using.
Karu?
So I would like to, and this kind of plays into like getting people on Paulie's side maybe, my BFFs with the NPC crew. I want to extend that to all the crew. In maybe not even just like La Floridita. I think it's more like Karu just generating positive rapport with the people around him, like becoming that guy that's like, oh, that guy's nice, he's cool, like kind of getting a bit of a reputation in the pirate scene, I think, is mostly what it is.
Cool. What kind of check?
I mean, that would have to be like something charismatic, right?
Probably.
Schmoozing.
Schmoozing. Yeah, schmoozing the check? No.
Yeah, there's a roll there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to be
No.
really crafty, there's, if you could describe it that it's like a dexterity-based persuasion or a dexterity-based performance, I would, if you can swing that right,
I mean, like, he definitely could, like, use what he's good at, which is the, maybe it's an extension of the mechanical bull bit, and he's, like, using his parkour and his acrobatics to kind of get everybody involved by, like, not only swinging on the mechanical bull, but, like, swinging around the rafters of the pub with his tentacles, just, like, slapping people on the back and then cartwheeling away. I don't know. Sounds absurd, but like...
Everyone's like, oh my god, you're so cool. And you're like, yeah, I could only do this because Paulie's my captain and he's such a good guy.
Yeah, you should see me swinging from the ship when Captain Paulie lets me just be me. Like, it's so good. Like, you don't get this good without a nurturing, like, captain and leader. Yada, yada. So I guess I'll use acrobatics to try and do
I'll
that.
accept a dexterity-based persuasion.
How the hell does that work?
It's going to be your dex modifier, and are you trained in persuasion?
No.
No, so it'll just be a straight up dex check then.
So just +2. Okay. I'm just going to roll a d20 in the chat and then add +2. Oh, sick. 21.
Oh, you just needed a 5. So yeah, I think you're wrangling votes. You're hitting the pavement as well, going like, oh, Paulie's a really good guy. You're kind of G'ing up that level of support for Port 19. Just so I can track. I'll go back and like track the numbers and see your accumulated votes effectively that you're helping with, and then work out what Ratty's doing to try and watch your presence. Any other things Kara's going to be focusing on beyond BootyCon?
Yeah, and I think again this is like maybe part of his whole like thing is that I think I want to work on him getting strong. So the way he does it is like he's building rapport, and then he kind of like ends up putting his hand up for like, or tentacle up for like odd jobs around BootyCon, like pushing. Oh my god, Katsu, stop that! It's destroying my couch. Like putting his hand up to like move carts around, like maybe he's helping like. So it's like this like sort of like he's doing it at the same time. And he's being showy about it and acrobatic, but he's also like just athletics, like pushing things. Oh my god. Stop it. Stop it.
Kitty, please.
Please. Clearly she's done for the night. Like that's what's going on here. Yeah. So I was thinking like athletics. I think he's like literally like being like a runner boy around the thing. You know what I mean? What it's called? The con.
And just enough.
Yikes.
I'll take it.
So, I mean, yeah, especially with all the drinking and the parkouring, the strength training sort of hits you hard, but you manage to kind of stick in there, and you're like, all right, I'm building up my my strength, and I'm going to keep this up past BootyCon. I'm going to post BootyCon resolution. I'm going to keep working.
Yeah, but you just see him like swinging barrels, like kettlebell swings, like to the sides. And it's just, he's like, I'm working on my V2 O max absorption or whatever the fuck it is. And it's just,
Very cool. Yes,
That's all
you
I've
can
got.
You can feel some for sure.
he absolutely flexes for Avalon and Diana, and I've forgotten her name, unfortunately. But he absolutely, Theo, he actually's like, yeah, see, I'm getting there. Yeah. It's going to get bigger. And yeah. That's me.
Any other things you want to focus on?
No, that's all for me.
Okay. Helping wrangle votes and improve your strength. Yama.
Yama's totally going to take advantage of the fact that this is indeed BootyCon and all the pirates have assembled. He's looking for information on all of the hobgoblin armies and their like locations and movements, and I guess he's trying to track their path. So yeah, he's like schmoozing. Maybe I'll combine two. Like my plan is also to improve my katana and hopefully earn more like respect, which would give me another ability on the sword. So maybe he's down. No, well, I just mean like he's down at the pits, like the wrestling pits, and so as he's like practicing with his sword and whatever, but he's like chatting with all the like fellow like jock fighter types. And yeah, so
stories of what's happening, getting
like
maps, etc.
Exactly. Where have they seen them? Have they fought them? Anybody interacted with them?
Which one do you want to do first? And what skill are you, or tools?
Well, let's map the goblins. And what did you want me to use for that? Cartographer.
Do you have cartographer training?
That's not on the sheet, right?
No, it'd be like it's kind of like thieves' tools. It's not. I think you have. I think you have training in brewing supplies, but maybe not map tools.
Yeah, I have like alchemist tools, but
I'll accept something else if you're chatting with people. You know, there's always persuasion. If you're looking at charts and maps and stuff like that, you know, maybe that's like an intelligence check.
Maybe I could go like perception. He's just like picking up what people are like insinuating or something like that.
Yeah, if people are like telling stories about like, oh man, we saw this like goblin war fleet, and you're just like, oh, did you? Like, tell me more.
Yeah, he's like listening in on everybody.
Yeah.
All right, let's give it a go. Oh, yikes, 13.
13 is enough. I think, you overhear enough conversations and kind of be like, oh, well, did I hear that correctly? And you get a couple of guys who are, you know, maybe they're drinking their Gatorades after their gladiator bout, and it's like, oh yeah, you know, Franz here was out west and he saw movements around the Karubi Islands. It's like big red flags, flaming fist, that kind of thing. And so you, over the next couple of days and like past BootyCon, you're kind of starting to piece together where the goblin armies are on the map. And maybe also improving your skills at cartography.
He's becoming the Nami of the ship. Maybe.
And the second one, practicing with swords. What's this going to be?
I would like to go with athletics for this one. So he is legit just like going bout after bout in the gladiator pit, maybe while everyone's off like drinking and whatever. He's just he's gone back to the ship and got his armor and his like katana, and he's like, you know, just putting in the hours, I guess.
And how is this? So is this to make him better with the sword, or is this to get him more spiritual? Because
yeah, so I want to train like respect, so maybe this is more the way he's interacting with his like dueling partners and stuff like that. Maybe he's like teaching his own tricks and tips, and like he's falling back into his like teaching sensei era that he had, and just really trying to earn the respect of all of the fighters that are here in the pits.
Sure, absolutely.
Cool. Dirty 20.
20, we love that. So yeah, you quickly get a bit of a reputation for, you know, always going another round, you know, always getting up after you've been hit down, but never, you know, striking someone, but only like maybe just enough. to score points. Never enough to like break a bone or whatever. And you come to that point even when people taunt you and call you foul names, and Aveline yells out like "rip his head off," like for you to do to other people. You're able to, even when you're tired, you're able to kind of push that rage down, that kind of natural hobgoblin rage, and just find that inner peace. Oh, love that. Anything else Yama's going to be focusing on post BootyCon and beyond?
Yeah, post BootyCon and beyond, I think he's constantly doing his tea ceremony, maybe researching herbs, talking to like healers, practitioners, anybody trying to get like tips and tricks, and kind of like brewing and starting to like mix and mash his own kind of like recipes. Writing everything down, and maybe I would go with medicine. He's trying to make something that's like more potion healing, something that's useful in battle.
Absolutely. So this will be a DC 15. Obviously, it's a bit harder to focus on multiple things at once and get your tea brewing in. But yeah, so I think a medicine check sounds great here.
Cool. We go. Oh no, natural one.
Do you want to take some stress?
Yeah, I'll take some stress. He's just gonna push himself even harder. Is that another roll?
Yep, you get to roll again, but you have to take the next result.
Well, can't be worse than a 1. Oh, natty 19. Nice.
24 total. So brewing teas. Yeah, I think with a 19 over a 15, so that's beating it by kind of 9 there. We'll have a discussion about that brew table you sent me, different teas, and maybe we can work out like a new one you're able to construct and put money into that to come out with a bunch of effectively potions, right?
Cool.
So that's one of the things Yama's focused on over the coming weeks. We'll circle back. Anything else? Did you want to try and do a fourth thing?
No, I'm all good.
Paulie, you're securing votes. Karu is helping you secure votes. Karu, you're working on that athletics. Killian, you're working on that transmutation magic. You're investigating into the Star Forge. Yama, you're practicing swords and mapping goblin movements and brew. No one decided to train at how to become better on a ship. That's fine. No one is looking at raising their notoriety as pirates or making money. That's also fine.
Not yet.
Killian, you get a cold chill down your spine and realize that you've neglected to do the kinds of things you've been doing to try and throw the hunter off your trail.
I did change who I was when we were on the way here. I did it in the last session.
You changed your outfit. I'm saying they're stepping up their game. They're gonna be closing in on you now, and this is another thing that you may need to think about when it comes to downtime activities. Throwing them off the trail and so on. In fact, I think because you have your cloak of eyes, right?
Yes.
And maybe you don't have it fully on, but you have it like down one shoulder, so you can see like into the ethereal through like one half of your body, perhaps, like just like on one angle. You turn at one point and you see a glowing fishy eye in the ethereal plane just watching.
Oh, I don't like that.
And that's where we'll end it this week.
Nice.
As we go back to BootyCon, day 2 of BootyCon next week.
BootyCon's gonna get deleted by whatever's chasing me.
Does anyone want to roll on the wheel? You can't see it on your screens, but you can see it through Twitch. You're looking through Twitch.
Ooh.
I
How many
have
tickets do we need?
I have so many tickets. I've got 118.
So this wheel is 20 tickets. The lesser, I don't have a wheel for. It's just like more mundane items is 5 tickets each. So this one is more.
I only have 7.
Paulie, can I have 13 of your tickets?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, can I also have 13 tickets?
So
Yes.
So for 5
Can I
tickets, you
have-
get stuff that's like, you know, some clothes, some crampons,
Some clothes.
some like, you know, like just like real crappy stuff. But the 20 ticket stuff is like where the cool, fun, weird things are.
I want to spin
All
with
right.
my now 20 tickets.
2 tickets, cash those in. 3, 2, 1, spin the wheel.
There'll be a delay.
There will be a bit of a
It's really
There we go.
distracting, the colours.
Yeah. I love this wheel. We used to use this at work all the time.
Oh, you got the shiny armor. It never gets dirty.
But I liked it.
yeah,
Maybe I'll trade you.
you get some armor of gleaming. This armor never gets dirty. Comes
I'll
in
spin.
whatever flavor you pick it for.
Nice.
Anyone else want to spin?
Yeah, me. I'll go.
Tell you what, I'll remove the armor of gleaming, seeing as that's now been. So it's, you know, we're reducing the chances down. Out of the
We
like,
all get the armor of
100
gleaming.
things that are on this list. Killian's spinning.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, spin the wheel!
BootyCon. BootyCon. BootyCon.
BootyCon.
So exciting.
Oh, a bottle of boundless coffee.
Coffee?
This metal bottle carries delicious warm coffee. The bottle comes with a stopper, which is attached to the bottle by a little chain. Even when open, the bottle won't accept any liquid other than the coffee it produces. Coffee inside is always comfortably warm, and none of the heat can be felt through the bottle. Yeah, that's from Strixhaven.
I'll give Yama 12 tickets as well.
I only need 3, but thank you.
You take 12 anyway. The other guy's got 13.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, we're spinning for Yama.
Yeah, let's do it.
3, 2, 1, spin that wheel!
BootyCon. 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 BootyCon.
Ooh, interesting.
What is that? Ooh, hells yes. That sounds awesome.
So this is a spyglass of clairvoyance. At rank 2 of map of cartographing, you can use this item. So you will need to like unlock the skill to use it. But as an action, you can look through the spyglass of clairvoyance and at a location within 1 mile of you that is obstructing your view, such as a mountain, castle, or forest. You must then succeed on a DC 15 wisdom check using cartographer's tools to map the natural terrain found within 3 miles of that chosen point. You do not gain any knowledge of creatures, structures, or anything other than natural terrain. This property of the spyglass cannot be used again until you can kind of look at an area and map out the terrain. Spyglass, if you have your
That's amazing.
cartographer's stuff.
So this was a skill I was already working on, right? So I have to go buy some cartographer's tools and like work hard.
Yeah. Well, I'll say I think because you hit your mapping thing, you're maybe at like rank 1 of cartography now, or you will be by the end of the downtime, and then you know you'll need to focus on it again to kind of hit that second level.
Sounds awesome.
Cool.
Thank you.
I'll remove that. Paulie, did you want to have a spin?
4 spins, please.
Spins. All right, first spin. BootyCon. BootyCon.
BootyCon. BootyCon. BootyCon.
I won't say anything, so you can watch the stream. Write it down.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
sounds up
probably
your
good.
alley.
Yeah.
Can't see it yet.
I'm
Coin of
sad it's not the
delving.
goldfish.
Coin of delving. What is that? Scintillating
you
copper
should
coin
keep it in
sheds
with it.
dim light in a 5-foot radius. If dropped the distance greater than 5 feet, the coin issues a melodious ringing sound. Ooh, that sounds sick.
Ooh, number 2. Alright, right on the list.
I like that.
Go for a third spin. No downtime here.
What was the second one?
Bottled.
A bottled breath.
Bottled breath. Yeah.
Is that like a breathe underwater vibe?
I'll read them all out after that one.
Someone's bad breath in a bottle.
Third one,
Ew.
and I'll spin the fourth.
Yeah,
Paper
Killian's been
bird.
breathing in bottles after eating sulfur.
Oh,
That sounds perfect.
Paper bird.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's actually very useful.
Willow
breath.
staff of flowers.
I feel
Sounds
like the
cute.
voting kit would have been really useful for next week.
So the bottled breath is a potion. This bottle contains a breath of elemental air. When you inhale it, you either exhale it or hold it. Exhale the breath, gain the effect of the gust of wind spell. If you hold the breath, you don't need to breathe for 1 hour, though you can end this benefit early, for example, to speed. Ending it early doesn't give you the benefit of exhaling. So,
Okay.
that's the bottled breath. Paper bird, I think you've seen before.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing that you can kind of fold up to send messages.
Yeah, didn't we use that to message Ratty?
Now you have another one.
Hell yeah.
And Willow Staff of Flowers. This wooden staff has 10 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend 1 charge from the staff and cause a flower to sprout from a patch of earth or soil within 5 feet of you, or from the staff itself. Unless you choose a specific kind of flower, it creates mild-scented daisies. Harmless, non-magical, regains charges daily. If you expend the last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the staff turns into flower petals and is lost forever. It can't create roses because the archdruid who created this staff didn't.
That's so specific.
I feel like that's a Yama kind of staff. Yama, would you like the staff of flowers?
Sure.
Take it.
Maybe I can grow herbs with this. I don't know. I like it.
floral teas exist.
Mm,
That's true.
well, thank you.
You could do like hibiscus
Awesome.
teas.
Yeah.
Yum.
And that
yeah.
is day 1 of BootyCon, everyone. I hope you had fun.
BootyCon.
BootyCon.
Any other final things before we wrap up for this evening?
Nah, that was fun.
No, that's good.
We'll be back hopefully next week with some more BootyCon, maybe even a vote on who will be the captain of La Floridita, who will come runner-up. Maybe there'll be a surprise captain putting their name in the ring. Maybe Karuyama or Killian will vie for captaincy. Or maybe Aveline will be making secret deals behind for a third party. Is it preferential voting or is it first past the post? Guess we'll find out next week on BootyCon Part 2.
Anyone that crosses us gets dead.
Bye.